Get ready for some fun and excitement with your boy, BiggOh. News, rumors, PLEs, and Dallas Cowboy watch more. You better believe it's going to get crazy and psycho. So grab your beverages and your snacks. And like BiggOh always says, if you got it, spark it.
I really got to learn how to stop botching these damn intros, man. I can count a full hand at least 5 times I done botched this year alone. I'm tired. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. I told you guys we were going to be back. We was going to do a SummerSlam preview and predictions. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy BiggOh. And for some reason, I cannot find Hoolie anywhere. I cannot find Hoolie. I was texting him. He said he was down. He was ready. And no word from Hoolie. If anybody finds Hoolie, please tell him he's late. All right. So, and I know this was kind of a little spur of the moment and stuff. You know, Hoolie probably got caught up in a couple of pieces of business and stuff like that. But I'm here. We're going to cover SummerSlam, the preview, both night 1 and night 2. You guys can give your predictions on who you think will win or what you think may happen in that match, because I'm going to give you mine. You know what I'm saying? So, but as always, we are going to be here to have some fun.
Yeah!
We're going to talk our shit.
Yeah!
We're going to do exactly what the fuck we want to do.
Yeah!
And we're going to give out these predictions and what we think was going to happen this Saturday and Sunday at SummerSlam.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
All right. So, again, first of all, these are strictly our opinions. And I know how people like to get butthurt about certain opinions and stuff when it comes to their favorite wrestler. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a damn. If you don't like it, you damn sure can go watch someone else. But nobody's going to give it to you realer and straight as I don't know what, as I am, as we are here on the BiggOh side here at the Bay Resort, man. So you guys got to get your, go touch some grass, get it together, all that, because these are our opinions. And if you don't like it, if you don't like our opinions here, if you don't like none of what we got to say here,
Off is the direction you can fuck.
plain and simple. So the best thing for you guys to do is
Know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
because if you think it matters what you got to say,
It doesn't matter what you think.
it really doesn't. This is the SummerSlam prediction show, man. We're gonna get this started. It is your boy BiggOh, man. I didn't make like no tags or anything. What I'll do is most likely I'll make them along with the stream, so I can pretty much have them all set to go come Saturday and Sunday. Give me 1 second. I had everything kind of just lined up too, so. And shout out to Chris Van Vliet because he got it pretty much down packed. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Here we go. But I thank you guys for just kicking it with me, man. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are over there with JD and the rest of the crew. I'm assuming that's where Hoolie is. I'm guessing, unless JD is already done with his live stream and everything. But right now we're gonna chill and stuff like that, and we're gonna give out these previews and predictions and whatever else you guys want to talk about, football, basketball, whatever, your relationships or whatever. You know, I'm a guru. You know, I'm a counselor. You know what I'm saying? I'm a love doctor. Yeah. All right. Let me do this. Basically, we're going to talk. No, that's Slammiversary. That's Slammiversary. Oh, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host for the show, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Hooilgrim, my bro. What is good, Hoolie?
Sorry, I had to turn my shit on. What's good, brother?
Man,
I
we
was
getting ready to go.
doing too much at one time.
Yeah, I'm in a sense, I'm still getting the. I'm just making all the matches and everything. I like that. I kind of like my name is up under my picture and your name is up under your picture. That's pretty cool. I never realized that. Okay.
What do you mean? Wait, what?
But on the screen, check the stream out. Look at the stream.
Where, on YouTube? I can only see it on StreamYard. I don't have YouTube open. Hold on.
Yeah, on the screen. It's like my name, like my box is right above my name, and your box is right above your name. It kind of just even flowed. Let's see. I'm making the match card as we go and talk about it. So
I feel like after tonight's Raw, are we live or what's going on?
we're live right now. We're live right now.
Okay. I didn't know if we were just in the pre-show or what was going on. So
I know we're live. We're full blown live. Patrick's in here. Jai's in here. Mike Evers is in the building. Shout out to you guys, man.
yeah,
You
now
what
I
I'm
know where
saying?
some of the names that I see in my stream are coming from, because I seen Mike Evers in my stream the other day, and I'm like, oh, thanks for stopping by. We got a new face, and then I recognize his name. Obviously, he's somebody from your.
Yeah, he told me he was gonna stop by
Yeah,
to
he
show
did.
his support. Man.
I told him
So
thanks for.
appreciate that.
He just didn't. He didn't tell me he was from yours, so I didn't know. Otherwise, I would have said, oh, what up? But now I know.
Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you.
Patrick
All right,
always
so
with the one.
oh yeah, with the ones, man. Always with the ones, man. Man,
Anyway,
Roman.
so back to what I was saying. I feel like SummerSlam is about to be. I'm just saying Summer Scam because I just feel like it's so obviously wildly predictable what's going to happen at SummerSlam. I feel like they're not leaving nothing to the imagination, and I feel like maybe we might get some big shocking moment of some kind, but for the most part, all of these matches, I'm like, it's so easy to tell what's about to happen.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree with you on that. But that's why, like during the my Raw watch party, I was like, on some of these matches, as far as the possibility of the in ring talent and the possibility of them, putting it out there in the ring, I said I'm almost sold on what they got planned. I need Friday night to finish it off, bring me home, and the matches that we're going to go down, I can explain in great detail on if I'm sold on it or not. That's my thing right there. Like, let's go over night one real quick. We got what, 6 matches for night one. 6 matches. We
That's
got
it.
Sami Zayn. Yeah.
Wait a second.
6
Hold
matches.
on. If they're still only going to do
Okay.
these like 5-6 match like NXT takeover style cards that they've been doing this year for these big pay-per-views, why do we need to have a 2-night SummerSlam then? 5 matches each night, 6 matches each night?
Actually, night two only has 5 matches.
Oh yeah, there's no need to have a 2-night SummerSlam, bro.
So let's see, it was at 6, 10, so 11. So that'd be 11 matches. You would rather have that in one full night?
No, but you could do like 4 matches on a 2-hour pre-show.
That's fine. That'll be fine. That'll give some.
You could
That'll
get all
give
the
some.
bullshit all the piss break shit that nobody gives a fuck to see on the pre-show while everybody's still filing in, and then just have one night of SummerSlam. Have like 7 matches on the main card.
True. That's
Because I
very
don't like
true.
5 or 6 matches. I feel like it's too short. I feel like 7 is the sweet spot.
You know, 7 to 7 is a sweet spot. I think AEW just overkills that like by a country mile. 7 would be the sweet
They
spot.
do like
But
13 matches in their shit.
yeah, I know, right?
I'm
But then we
like,
look at
God damn. Did nobody learn their lesson from WrestleMania 33? WrestleMania 33, bro.
God.
Even though that was one of the most visually, I think, stunning, because it was outdoors, because you got the daytime with the whole big globe in the background, and you saw the silhouette of the roller coaster, and then as the sun set, you got the epic Florida sunset, and then the neon came out, and the whole fucking shit was lit up, and you were just like, this has got to be one of the greatest looking WrestleManias of all time. That big ass stage, and the New Day comes out, and they announce like the return of the Hardy Boys.
Yeah,
Bro,
that was
that
awesome.
was an epic WrestleMania, right? But that shit was like 9 hours long.
That shit was crazy. It was amazing though. it was.
That was the reason. That was the reason why they started doing 2-night shows.
Yeah. You know what? I will agree with that. I do believe that point right there was the catalyst for these 2-night shows.
Nobody wants to sit there in the boiling heat from sun up to sundown watching fucking any kind of wrestling. I don't give a fuck how good it is.
Yeah.
People cannot afford to sit in an arena and eat and drink just like there's money just falling from the sky on them.
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
$16 for a hot dog. Fuck yourself with that $16 hot dog. How about that? Bend it in half and see if you can shove both ends up there.
All right, SummerSlam Night 1 hosted by Cardi B, all that bullshit.
Are you sure?
Whatever.
What was that post that I saw earlier? When they were doing the advertisement on Raw, and they showed something coming up for this weekend, and it was a chick with yellow hair. That was not Cardi B. That was a different rapper chick. And they said no mention of Cardi B tonight. I did not catch any. Did you see him talk about Cardi B at all tonight for SummerSlam? I did not.
I did not. I haven't even seen the commercial.
So something's going on because they have not advertised. I saw somebody the other day saying that they haven't seen ads for Cardi B in like 2 weeks. And I'm like, you know what? Come to think about it, I have not. At the beginning of the year or Money in the Bank, they started advertising for her really heavy, and it was going like crazy. And then all of a sudden, it just came to a grinding halt. But I know she had some sort of interaction with Naomi on Twitter. So I'm wondering if they quit advertising for her so that she doesn't get booed when she shows up, and then we have to watch her in a feud with Naomi do some stupid one-off celebrity type shit.
You know what? I was going there. You just went there before me. I was going there. And I was like, oh God, I hope not. I do not want to see Cardi B in the ring.
I just don't want to see Cardi B at SummerSlam. I don't know why we need to do this. I don't give a fuck because they paired with Netflix. So now Netflix is like, oh, we gave you $8 billion, so now we're going to take our Hollywood A-list celebrities and we're going to force them onto your show, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Man. I wouldn't, no.
It makes me wonder if Vince was still here, would this be the direction that the company would be going? I'm just saying. Maybe.
It's possible. It is
possible. For $8 billion, Vince would probably say okay.
Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible.
But I don't like it, bro.
I just hope that it's one of those situations where she comes in, hi, y'all, I'm Cardi B, blah, blah, blah. Welcome to SummerSlam. Goodbye.
No, bro, it's going to be so cringe.
And then night 2, she's up in the sky booth. Hey, y'all, it's me, Cardi B. No, we got a great show tonight. Let's get down there too. Michael Cole and whoever. Goodbye. That's it. That's all. Like exactly like what they did with Sexy Red down there at NXT. Do the exact same thing to Cardi B, except no little mini concert. Just introduce yourself. Get the fuck off the damn stage. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's all. Hey, I'm Cardi B. I'm the host.
She's gonna be twerking, and her titties are gonna be out everywhere, and you're probably gonna be able to see her song. And
hey, look, she's gonna be nice to look at, but I can't stand her voice. I cannot stand her voice for nothing in the world.
Cardi B is nice to look at, bro. Ugh.
Yeah, boy,
she looks like a fucking deformed Barbie doll to me, bro.
A deformed?
She looks like she's made. Yeah, she looks like she's made out of wax. I'd rather look at Nicki Minaj.
I
I
mean,
think at least Nicki
Nicki,
Minaj in the face at least looks like a real human being still. I feel like Cardi
and
B
I
has
do
done
that.
so much to herself that she just don't even look like a real person anymore.
Well, she probably does. She used to be one of those. I can't say the word because of YouTube guidelines, but she used to be
One of those adult entertainer dancer types.
yeah, that has
One of the ladies
they
of the night.
there you go. So, and I'm like, and she
And
had the
that's
body
fine.
good.
I don't even care about that. Hey, I've been friends with a few of them ladies in my time. So, I'm not judging
I'm like,
there.
well, now.
I just feel like, gosh, I mean, I wish WWE sometimes would poll the audience on if we're going to have to be forced with some sort of celebrity appearance. At least give us the choice of like 4 people to choose from, and then we're picking it.
And that's a great question, Hooli. That's a great way to before we get into these
Because
cards
then
for
there's
men.
no, then if we're booing, then we're just making ourselves look like idiots on live TV because we picked him or her.
And
You know what I mean?
and that's true. And that's
And
true.
then that would save WWE from then getting everybody going to Twitter and then just shitting on everything and just being like, "Oh, this
And
sucks. Oh, Cardi B sucks. Oh my God, this is awful." Because that's what they're gonna get. They're gonna get nothing but negativity about Cardi
true.
B come Saturday and Sunday, and that would be a way, in my opinion, I think would eliminate a lot of the negative social media interaction, and it would be less cringe for a lot of the fans knowing, even if we're not okay with it, at least we would know, okay, well, this is what the majority of the fans picked, like it or hate it. You know what I mean?
Yo, Scripps, what's going on? What is going on,
Yeah, that's what
Scripps?
I'm saying. He's gatekeeping. He's gatekeeping scripts.
Oh, it's a little something called Copilot.
It's a
It's
little
a
something
program you
called
can
Saurex, I'm sure.
Saurex. What? Hell no. But hey, you brought up a good question though. If you were to choose a celebrity to host a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam, who would you choose, Hooli?
I don't like the idea of. I don't mind celebrities being involved in WrestleMania and SummerSlam. I I wouldn't. I'd get. I don't like the hosting thing. I never have. I've always thought the hosting thing was cringe. Um, because it's very scripted and very forced. You know, it's not
That's
an
fair.
organic segment. And when you're taking
Yeah.
somebody, when you're bringing somebody in from outside of WWE, 9 times out of 10 they stammer, they stutter, even if they're good behind a camera in a music video or in a movie. They're still doing multiple takes. They're not used to just, oh, hey, we're live right now and you got to fucking kill it on the first take because there's no redoing this. There's no cut, start again. Like you got to just nail it right in the moment. And I think that gets into a lot of people's heads and they start stuttering, stammering. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm sure because like musicians are used to performing in front of live audiences doing their concerts, so I'm sure Cardi B will be okay. But
Yeah.
I just don't like the idea of a celebrity host, and I never have. But if I'm gonna have to choose one, I don't know, bro. I feel like they're way overdoing it with the whole because they're paired with Netflix, right? So now they're just every show they're just showing us celebrities at every fucking show.
Right.
But they did cancel the late night comedy show with Tony Hinchcliffe that was supposed to
They
happen
did. Yeah.
after, which
Yes,
is
they did.
props. The WWE is like, hey, have you seen how much you're charging for us to go to the show? You want us to pay for a ticket to go see this jobber, like tell some shitty racist jokes? Like, no thanks. No thank you.
So I agree with you. But what comes to mind is
A
do you remember somebody
celebrity.
do you remember somebody named Todd Pettengill? You remember
Oh,
him?
Todd Pettengill to me, bro, was massively underrated, and I feel like his time was cut. So I used to live for waking up on the weekends and get how he would stand in the control room, and you'd see all like the little TVs behind him, and he'd give you
Yep.
the because my parents wouldn't let me watch, weekly, so they'd be asleep on the weekend, and I'd get up early in the morning because of East Coast time, so it'd be on way early here on the West Coast, and I'd turn it on to catch the weekly recap, right? And I loved Todd Pettengill, man. I love that guy. When they
I think
NXT Black and Gold, when they revamped the whole in your house
your
idea,
house, yeah, he was
they
there.
brought
He was
they
there.
brought him back a couple of times. I marked the fuck out for him so big.
He was there. I remember we was live for that. We was there. That was when I was recording in the garage on my laptop, but it was
Yeah.
dope as shit. I think when they go for like these celebrity guest hosts, I think they're trying to find the next Todd Pettengill, and nobody, because Todd did it in a different way to where it felt so organic and so natural. Like the host will go in and he will go out and interact with the crowd before the building opened,
But
and
that's also because he knew the business. It helps when you
he
know the
knew the
business.
business. And maybe that's what WWE needs. They don't need
You
all
know, you
these
get
big,
like a Travis Scott or a Cardi B, and yeah, they might turn
you
on the
know,
pay-per-view and watch it when they're not busy. But I mean, these guys are on the road. They got families. They got kids. I mean, how often are they really Oh man, I love WWE. Like when Travis Scott, they showed that behind the scenes, and he's like, man, I love this my whole life. Whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, Doug. How many times have you seen it? Like 5. You can love something your whole life. That doesn't mean you're obsessed with it like we are, and you watch every single second of it year in and year out. You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely,
Todd
100%
Pettengill at
correct.
least knew the lay of the land. So when he spoke,
They did.
we were also kids though, and he was an adult. So we all, as a kid, you look at adults, you don't know if they know what they're talking about or not. Everything seems
Right.
and looks legit.
Yeah,
And now
I
we're
think,
older than these guys that are hosts, so now they look like they're kids and they don't know what they're doing.
and that's true, and that's why I look at like if I would have a host for a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam, it's not going to be no musician. It's to me, it's going to be a comedian who knows his shit about wrestling, who knows their shit about wrestling, somebody who can actually relate to the crowd and go out there and show their shit that they know about who's it. Look at Seth Rosenberg. Like just he's a sports analyst. And he's talking WWE and stuff like that because he knows his shit. He knows his shit. You look at other little people that come in that seemingly know, like Logan Paul. Logan Paul knows his shit. He's a superstar there, and he worked his ass off, so he knows his shit. I'll give him that much. Jelly Roll, I don't know. He lost the weight. He lives close to the PC, so maybe now, and he maybe. But I would want somebody who can relate to the crowd as well as know what they're talking about to be a host, a legit host,
Jelly Roll to
like a
me
Todd
is
Pettengill.
cringe.
I feel that. We'll get into that. We're definitely going to get into that. First match I want to talk about. Wait, Script said when they brought in Stephanie to a co-host. Who is that?
I don't know
Leon.
who's Stephanie. Stephanie something and a
Stephanie.
co-host, I think. Stephanie and a co-host, it went downhill.
When they brought in Stephanie and the co-host. What year was that? Was that when Triple H opened up night 1 and Stephanie opened up night 2? Was that WrestleMania this year? Or was that Philly? I think that was
No.
Philadelphia.
I just think he means when we were talking about the whole starting of when they started doing hosts.
Oh, okay.
Because I
Okay.
think they started doing hosts at a WrestleMania. It might have been, was it WrestleMania 31? No. Maybe that's a question for AI. Let me ask real quick. Hold on.
Oh, I got some cool shit with Gemini I want to use too on here as well. Julio is asking AI a question. I already got the first 2 matches. Let me go ahead and get Gemini loaded up. Told y'all this is gonna be a fun ass stream, y'all. We're gonna be using AI and Gemini and RBIs and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right. So the first match I want to talk about.
Fuck this AI.
We're gonna
Piece of
save
shit.
all the juicy championship matches for later. We're gonna hit the non-title
I've asked different
matches
ways,
first.
and it gives me the same answer no matter how I ask it. And it's talking about the Raw weekly host started in 2009. And then it says, while pay-per-views have never had official hosts the same way as Raw, they have occasionally featured guest appearances. Anyways, it doesn't tell me the year that they started doing hosting during the pay-per-views, but I know it's been fairly recent. You know, probably
Well,
within the
how about
last
this?
15 years, I would say.
Let me give it a shot, Hooli. Let me ask Gemini real quick.
Gemini can suck my ass.
Hey,
Because Gemini just stonewalled me twice.
Gemini, who was the first host at WrestleMania?
WrestleMania didn't have a single host for its first event in 1985. It was more of an ensemble effort, with different personalities taking on various roles throughout the night. Gene Okerlund handled backstage interviews, Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse Ventura were the commentators, and Howard Finkel was the ring announcer. Were you wondering about any specific WrestleMania hosts?
WrestleMania 33.
Ah,
New Day.
WrestleMania 33. That one was hosted by The New Day.
Yeah, the
They
New Day.
really brought the event.
That's what I just
Would
said.
you like to know more about WrestleMania 33?
Because remember they came out, they had the big ass box of bootios, and they were dressed like Kofi.
Super Saiyans.
Super
Super
Goku,
Saiyans.
right? And he had the
That's right.
pointed hair like Vegeta
right.
and shit. He looked all crazy. And then they came out and they were like, who? And Kofi kept going, who? And then all of a sudden the Hardy Boys music hit and the fucking place erupted dude, that's one of the loudest pops ever. And you know how hard it is to get a pop that loud in an outdoor stadium where there's no roof holding the sound in?
That's crazy. Those people in the surrounding neighborhoods said that they heard the hell out of that shit.
Bro, if I could have handpicked any WrestleMania to go to, there'd be a few of them, but that's one of them for sure. I wish I could have gone to that WrestleMania. Solid Monster
24.
actually was at 33, I believe, down in Florida.
24 would have been mine.
24? That's HBK's last match?
Yeah.
Or Ric Flair's last match?
24. That was Ric Flair's last match. 24 was
Ric Flair and HBK, right?
Yeah, I think 24 was Undertaker versus Edge for the world title. Just to be there for Undertaker's entrance at night for that championship match, Jesus Christ. That would have literally the soul.
Yeah, Edge and Undertaker. Yeah, you're right.
The soul would have went out of my body just to see that entrance, Undertaker's entrance at night with the flames.
Randy Orton versus Triple H versus John Cena.
For the
Shawn
WWE
Michaels versus Ric Flair. Oh yeah, WrestleMania 24 was fucking legit, bro.
That was fire. I definitely would have been.
Where was that at? That was down in Arizona, wasn't it?
No, that was wait, was that Arizona? Or was that Florida? Arizona or Florida?
Where was WrestleMania 24? Oh, Orlando, Florida. You're right. Yeah, same place that 33 was. Florida. I didn't know that. So what WrestleMania happened in Arizona?
20.
I think it was Shawn Michaels' last match. 26, right? Phoenix, Arizona, yeah. So I was getting that match mixed up. It was 26.
Script says Stephanie Weon was the co-host for WWF Mania with Todd Pettengill. Oh!
I don't remember her.
I know which one you're talking about now. Okay. Oh, that lady chick who was so bland. She was so bland and she literally just drank the energy out of a room. But she was terrible. She was terrible. She definitely was terrible. I know what you're talking about. Hooli, Sami Zayn, and Karrion Kross. Does Karrion Kross pick up his first? Well, this will be his second PLE. Yeah, second PLE win this year.
I said to you in your chat on your roster watch along stream earlier. I feel like I just get this vibe that, and I've seen WWE do this in the past with talent.
Right.
Kind of like what they did with Ron Killings. You don't see him all year long, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, there he is. The crowd's fucking cheering him. He's getting over, and then, oh, he's been released after a major PLE, right? Now, we've never seen before where the fans all outraged and then they brought him back because the fans were like, nah, fuck this shit. Now, I think they're planning the same thing with Karrion Kross. I really do. I think they mentioned not that long ago that I read something recently that TKO doesn't like Scarlett and Karrion. I think they want separate contracts, if I remember what I read correctly, but I think they're together under one contract. Or it's the opposite. It's either one way or another, and I don't remember which one it is. And I was reading that TKO doesn't like the way their current contract is set up, and I just don't feel they've done enough with him. I feel like what they're giving him now is whatever they promised they were going to give him when they signed him. Like, yeah, we'll give you a win at a major PLE event, yada, yada, yada. So I feel like the WWE is going to make good on their promises to him before his contract expires so he can't sue him for, breach of contract or whatever. And then I think they're going to release him. That's what I think is going to happen. So I don't know if I don't know. I've wanted to get into this Sami Zayn Karrion Kross feud, and I'm just not into it, bro.
So
I'm just not. And I like both guys.
yeah.
I just feel like Sami Zayn is a little ho-hum right now because there's so much other shit going on with the men and the women. I don't really. There's just not. I don't feel like there's a lot of substance to this. I'm actually shocked that this is going to be on the SummerSlam card.
And not the pre-show.
I mean, I'm just shocked that this is on the day at all. Like, we've seen them wrestle a few times now, right?
Yes.
At least they're always interacting with each other for most of the year. And I'm just, I'm not mad that the match is on the card. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean this in like a disrespectful way. I just don't feel like there's anything behind this, really. There's no momentum. The fans don't really seem to. I know the fans like Kross, and on social media they love Kross, but it seems like in the audience, depending on the city, there's a lot of places they go where I just don't hear the crowd making noise for Karrion Kross, really. And tonight seemed to be one of those towns that they really didn't make a whole lot of noise for either guy. I know that they were backstage in a segment. They didn't come out to the ring at all, did they? And maybe that's why the crowd was a little bit quiet, but I don't know, bro. I hope Karrion Kross wins. I hope they keep him. I hope they push him. But his words in his promo were it was like, they throw these little Easter eggs. They fucking talk in code a lot of times with their promos in WWE. And I felt like him telling Sammy, hey, when I beat you at SummerSlam, I can then go on my way and you can go on to win the world title. That was kind of crazy words he used. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
For somebody that hasn't renewed his contract, there's been no talks of like renegotiations happening, no nothing. And he says, I'm just going to beat you at SummerSlam and then I'll be on my way and you can go on to win the world title. You'll be on your way out of the company? That's kind of how I took that, but we'll see.
I don't know. I'm a little different about it. I feel because the stuff that I read about, yes, Karrion Kross and Scarlett has not yet re-signed any contracts. I do feel that they are getting pushed because there were rumors that Kross was going to get pushed. And I do kind of see that happening now. Last time these two fought was in Saudi, and Kross won. If Sammy wins, then it's going to be a rubber match. You can have one more match because it'll be 1-1. If Kross wins, I do believe Kross will win. It's just something tells me there's something bigger to this storyline with Sami Zayn.
I hope you're right.
And I feel that Kross is going to win.
What do you mean by bigger?
I feel like there's more to the story. No Diddy. I do feel like there's more to the story besides Kross making Sammy admit that he was right or Sammy making Kross admit that he was wrong. That's a little too simple for somebody like Sami Zayn and somebody like Karrion Kross. That's a little too simple. I feel like there's something else that they're building up to. That's probably most likely it may take us past SummerSlam. Now, let's look at it this way. Sami Zayn wins. What next? It could be just like my boy Hooli just said. Cross may be possibly AEW bound or New Japan.
And I feel, not to cut you off, but really quickly, I just feel like when he said that, I'll be on my way and you can go on to win the title, the first thing that my mind thought of was like, so that to me was kind of Karrion Kross admitting, like, even if he wins, because like even if he wins, what are they gonna do? Like the feud's over if he wins, right? Because he beat Sami Zayn. What are they gonna keep fighting each other? Because I was trying to think about it. Like, what if he loses, right? If he loses and then leaves WWE, no one cares because he went out a loser. He did the job to Sami Zayn, and it boosts Sami Zayn. But if he wins, they can still release him because who cares? Because then the feud's over. Which is why I'm surprised that this match is even happening on a 2-night historic, first time ever, 2-night SummerSlam. I'm like, what are they even doing with this feud after this match? Like, does this really need to be on the show? This is like a nothing burger match to me.
And wouldn't you think that if that's the case, a historic 2-night, first ever 2-night SummerSlam, and you got this match on the card,
yeah,
for something as simple as what's going on between Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, you don't have a feeling that there might be something a little bit more to just you're right and or you're right or you're wrong. I think it's just something.
I know, but more. But what do you mean? What do you mean? Do you mean like somebody else coming to intervene in and add themselves to the mix? Do you mean like I just don't know what you mean by something more?
It could be somebody adding. It definitely could. I mean, that's just stuff right there that we have to wait until Saturday to find out, or Sunday, whichever day this was. But I think it's going to be something, because you would think the winner of this match probably is in contention for a title. Could you say that? Sami Zayn talking about he wants to go prove that he could be a world champion, but Karrion Kross has been on a nice little streak. Yo, the bro from the Mo, the mid-mo schmo, says Jerry. The mid-mo schmo is in the building. Now, I did ask Gemini earlier about this match,
yeah.
and Gemini's also basically giving Karrion Kross this match as well.
Because I feel like he's gonna win, but I'm like, I still think they're gonna release him even in a win, because what the fuck are they gonna do if he? Like, what are they gonna do? Like, he beat Sami Zayn, then what's he gonna do? Keep going after Sami Zayn? No, he just told him tonight, I'm gonna beat you at SummerSlam, then I'll be on my way to leave you alone, and you can go on to do whatever you're gonna do, seek the world title. So what the fuck is this match even happening for? Because Karrion Kross is gonna win, and then the feud's over. So who gives a fuck? Because they're gonna release him. Just watch. I'll be shocked if they don't release him after SummerSlam. I'll be shocked. When is his contract set to expire, or is it already expired?
I have no idea. Because
if it was already expired, he wouldn't be wrestling this week. It's got to be coming up soon.
True. I mean, unless they did a behind the scenes handshake deal or something like that, I'm not too sure. I'm definitely
fucking stupid, bro.
Sure.
And I like both guys. I just feel like, this is such a forced feud. It just doesn't seem organic to me.
Hold on real quick, Cooley. The puppies are yelping. Give me a second. Hold on.
I'll tell you this, man. They keep teasing Bayley with them low cut shirts, bro, showing her cleavage, and I'm fucking gonna be needing her to release her puppies. You know what I'm saying? Let them get some fresh air. Straight up. I'll pay a fee for that too. I don't give a fuck. Bayley's been looking like I don't even know.
I heard you all the way in the other room, Holy. I heard you all the way in the other room. You leave Bayley alone, damn it.
Bruh. I'm serious.
Bayley
when Bayley was in NXT, bro, I could not look at her with a straight face because of the little kid side ponytail. I just saw her as like a little kid even.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's done in the last 2 years, but I'm like, oh, that's a fine ass woman right there, bro.
She's gorgeous, man.
It helped when she cut her hair short, and not every woman looks good with short hair. Um, I think Bailey looks much better with her hair short than she looked with it long. That's just, and I'm a long hair
Oh
guy.
yeah,
Like 99% of the time, I'm a long hair dude. But every so often, a woman will cut her hair short, and it will just be like, oh, she's stunning with short hair. And I feel like Bailey is like that. What up,
she
Jeremy?
she she is. Whew. That's why I love her. That's why I love Bailey.
And they keep showing her, and she's got this like little low cut tops on, and she's been kind of showing more cleavage, and I'm like, yeah, get it, girl, you can get it. I'll give it to you, fucking all night, and then some. Holy shit, I ain't dead yet.
That's why she's my Bailey cakes, man.
Yeah, I can
Yep.
see why, bro. I was not with her even like just 5 years ago. I just did not see Bailey like that, and now I'm just like, oh, I see. I mean, I always knew she was stacked, right? But I just didn't see the attractiveness to her other than, oh, she's got a nice, she's got nice anatomy. But now now I don't know. Now she's like, I see the attraction now, and I'm just like, damn, Bailey's fine.
I've always seen it. Wait
Yeah.
until
True that.
Lyra,
You've been preaching about Bailey for years.
wait until Lyra ages up a little bit. Then you're gonna look at Lyra the same way you looked at Bailey. I guarantee it.
I already look at Lyra. Like I've been saying, she's been fine this whole time.
I guarantee it. So,
Lyra's fine.
so who you going with? Oh, yeah,
I'm going to say Carrion because I feel like he just gave it up by his stupid little promo with Sammy tonight. I feel like he gave it away by using the words that he used. I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H was like chewing his ass out tonight after that promo because he basically foreshadowed that he's winning the match and he's going to leave the company. That's pretty much how I took what he said. So I'm picking Karrion Kross to beat Sami Zayn because realistically, it doesn't really matter who wins this match. And I don't want to see it another time. So if Sami Zayn wins, I don't want to see this again.
Technically,
so
you're
Kross,
right.
Please win, and then, like you said, you can go to AEW, and then Sami Zayn can go on to try to chase after the world title, which I don't want to see a world title around Sami Zayn. I just don't. I'm sorry, and this is not a knock on the guy because I really love the dude, and he's over, and I like his aura, and I love his theme song and the interaction with the crowd, and how the pop that he gets from the crowd and shit, being the underdog. I love all of that. However, I just don't want to see a world title around his scrawny, sickly looking frame. I really don't.
I agree.
Bring back steroids, damn it!
Well, I will say this. I believe Sami Zayn being a world champion more than I believe Darby Allin being a world champion in AEW.
I'll give you that. But I just don't think guys under 200 pounds should be world heavyweight champions. That's just me.
I think Sammy is just in that road to where he's going to continue to fight to try to prove that he's a world champion, whether it be a WWE champion or a world heavyweight champion. Maybe that be the stickler that will be the stickler that will make Sammy leave WWE. Oh, he's not getting an opportunity to run with the world title. I think I'm gonna go here and try to get their world title and run with it. I don't know.
Look at this jobber filling up. Look at all I see now. The whole chat thread is just nothing but mid-mo jobber fucking comments. So this is where I gotta come hang out to get him to fucking talk. Huh? He don't come to my streams.
Oh, is that true? Midmo, bro, you don't go support Hooli?
If he does, like, I'll turn on my stream. I'll go live. I'll see that he's been like, yo, and then if he's probably maybe hit the like button, but he's not in the chat. Oh, hush. You think I'm playing? You're going to find yourself not able to access the link to my stream tomorrow morning. I'm just letting you know.
He said, I do.
Bro. You're going to be locked out, bro. Yeah. And then he says, y'all some haters like you said anything. Otis didn't even say anything, bro. Yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
Didn't say shit.
What the hell? Bro.
This dude is fake news, bro. I'm starting to see how he operates. Roxy and Raquel versus Charlotte and Alexa.
I know the bro from the moment out there. He working. You know what I'm saying? He got him a new girl. You know what I'm saying? He getting all nice and arranged. Then the code and kayfabe is coming back. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see.
You know what you mean that? I didn't do nothing.
No, he's talking to me. He's saying
Oh,
me.
oh, y'all kiss and make up. It's all good.
No, bro.
It's all good there.
It's all good. I take mental notes.
Mental notes. All right? You got mental notes on this one? Raquel and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Alexa WWE Women's Championships are on the line. I
Stepping
will
on
say this:
wires?
as far being that these two are on separate shows, and I don't, huh?
Are you stepping on wires? You're cutting in and out.
Oh, am I? Oh shit! I am stepping on the wire. Actually, I'm rolling on them. Since I moved
Yeah.
this layout around or whatever, I got wires everywhere. I got to get some more
You gotta get some zip
more of
ties or
these
something.
hanger screws so I can hang these wires up on the back of it. But like I said, with both of these, like they're on different shows and stuff. I know Roxanne and Raquel was on SmackDown the past couple of weeks. I like the team of Charlotte and Alexa. I'll admit it. It's kind of like a big sis, little sis type thing. It's nice to see Charlotte kind of, for lack of a better term, I don't want to say giving it up to somebody else, but it's good to see Charlotte kind of in a helping hand role, whereas we're so used to Charlotte being in the spotlight, always going after the top title or going after a title. Even though she's going after the title this time, she's bringing Alexa with her, but I kind of like the camaraderie that these two have. Me personally, I'm picking Charlotte and Alexa to take the titles off of Roxanne and Raquel. I think the direction that they're going with it, with Charlotte and Alexa, I think it's going to really help out a little bit, and it's very refreshing not seeing Charlotte in the main event spotlight, having her down in somewhat of a mid card role. I'm cool with that. And it's bringing Alexa back up to where she needs to be. Hopefully, Alexa gets a shot at the title pretty soon because I like having seeing Alexa with the title. But what's your thoughts on this match, Hooli?
Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hate looking at myself on camera and seeing this stupid little microphone by my mouth. It's fucking stupid. So I moved it up here and my hat's kind of hiding it. So I just didn't know if you could still hear me or not. I just wanted to make sure. But watching Raw tonight, bro. See, I'm in a dilemma picking because on one hand, I feel like SummerSlam's either gonna be we're all gonna be wrong as fuck, or this is gonna be one of the most predictable shows of the year. And I feel like here's my dilemma, especially with the Judgment Day. And I was really watching to see what was going to happen with Finn Balor and JD McDonough tonight in their match, because I think people are saying that like Roxy and Raquel are going to lose the titles to Charlotte and Alexa, and I understand why.
Yeah.
And then they're saying that, but here's the deal: they're saying that AJ Styles is going to beat Dom for the Intercontinental Championship, and here's my thing. So Liv Morgan goes down with injury, and that kind of derails all whatever they had planned for the Judgment Day for the rest of the year. So on the fly, they use the Freebird rule. They throw Roxy into the mix, and so they can still keep the tag titles. Then they have Finn and JD win the tag team championships. You got the women holding the title belts, and then you got Dom with the IC title. So Judgment Day won tonight, so they keep their belts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor and JD McDonough. What do you do with this match? Do you have, because Charlotte and Alexa are getting over as a unit, like you said.
Yeah.
People like Charlotte like this because no one ever said Charlotte didn't belong in the mix or didn't belong as a wrestler. We just didn't want her shoved down our throats and telling us that she's the greatest of all time, when we can clearly, with our own eyes, see there are actually women in the company that are better fucking wrestlers than Charlotte Flair.
Yes.
Stop insulting our intelligence. That's what our whole problem was with Charlotte all these years, was stop insulting our intelligence with this Charlotte nonsense. So now they're like, okay, here you go. You're in a lesser role. Take that or leave that. But that's how it's going to be. So she took it. And people are like, yes, okay, great. And I'm one of them people too. I like the pairing of Charlotte and Alexa. If anybody knows me, I've been a NXT day one arrival Alexa Bliss fan.
Yeah.
From the day she appeared on her first time on TV. You can ask my son that. He would vouch. So I like this pairing. But I also really like how all of a sudden in the last few weeks Raquel is getting the fuck over. She's getting more reaction than she ever has before. Roxanne's getting cheered heavily. I hope this isn't. I hope that Liv Morgan is genuinely happy that this is happening, and she doesn't, feel any type of jealousy because of what happened to her. Because I honestly think that this is overall the best the Judgment Day have looked, and the Judgment Day feel organic right now in what they're doing, and everything before now has just felt forced and scripted. Even when Rhea Ripley was with them, and then Rhea Ripley got injured and they added Liv Morgan, I'm just like, this all feels just fake and forced, and we've seen these storylines before. I really like the Judgment Day now. So, sorry for that big long rant, but it got me to where I'm getting to this, your point. If you have them lose at SummerSlam to Charlotte and Alexa, but then Finn and JD are still tag champions, what do you do with Dom? And I know we'll talk about that match coming up, but it kind of plays into this match as well. So if AJ Styles beats Dom, then you just have Finn and JD as champions, and then Judgment Day's lost pretty much most of their momentum, and we're still not getting Liv Morgan until 2026. So do you just start having them all implode on each other right now, and detonate the Judgment Day before Liv Morgan gets back? Or are you stretching out the implosion of the Judgment Day for the next, fucking 8 months? You know what I mean?
I think you have to stretch that out. I definitely think
and if that's the case, count me out. Count me out.
If anything, because even I said on the Raw stream, even when I said on the Raw stream tonight, I said, if you want to start the implosion of Judgment Day, SummerSlam is the best time to do it.
You think so?
But after what you're saying, and I'm thinking about Charlotte and Alexa, and I know they're getting over.
Here's the thing. And here's the thing with Charlotte and Alexa. If they win the titles on Saturday, is this happening night one, right? This match?
Yes.
So if they win the titles on Saturday, have you noticed that every time a babyface female tag team wins the tag team belts, they get cheered in the match where they win the belts, and then the crowd goes silent for every match that they come out for after they win the titles? Nobody gives a fuck. And I feel like Charlotte and Alexa is great because they're on the chase. I feel like once if you just give them the title right away, then what?
Well,
you fight Roxy and Raquel again for a rematch? Who cares?
Yeah, that right there is a great point of emphasis right there, because if you do give Charlotte
and
Alexa,
have them fight Piper Niven and Alba Fire, I mean, what other tag teams are there?
It's that and
the Shaduki Warriors.
That maybe go down to NXT. Like, I have no idea what that. I feel like WWE may go with the hot hand, and it's like both teams are pretty much the hot hand right now, as far as Raquel and Roxanne keeping the titles, and Charlotte and Alexa on the rise to get a title shot. With you saying that, and it does make sense, because it's like, if you, like I said, the implosion of Judgment Day may start happening this, and like I said, we're going to get into it.
And that's why I said it's either going to be, SummerSlam's either going to be like the wildest shit that nobody saw coming, or it's going to be the most predictable fucking shit of all time. It's going to be one or the other.
I'm changing my pick. I'm not going to go with Charlotte and Alexa. I'm going to go with Roxanne and Raquel. Reason being is because, like I said in my Raw, and we'll talk about this when we get to the match, Dirty Dom is losing that. Dirty Dom might lose that title. Now, I know that he went to AAA, and if he's set to fight Octagon Junior at Triple Mania.
They're gonna have to bill him. They're gonna have to bill him as the IC title, as the Intercontinental Champion to sell that match.
And see, that's another thing right there.
That's why I don't think AJ's winning. And who got over on who tonight on Raw? AJ got over on Dom.
He did, which tells me that AJ might eat the pin come Saturday.
Yeah, he's not winning, and because they're gonna for sure. And that's where I was going also with this tag team women's match. Was I don't think everybody's predicting Dom is gonna lose to AJ, and I don't think so. Did you see the reaction he got in AAA?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen the video. I watched the clips.
I mean, he's already God tier status down there. I mean, he's getting like crazy pops, bro.
It's gonna be
Dirty Dom is not. Have you seen his Twitter going off? Like, he's not the same little dorky, little nerd, They're not. Whatever
not.
Vince was doing with him, bro. Those days are long gone. Like Dom is coming across as like.
Did you see? Oh, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That Intercontinental Championship is not being defended. He could lose that title come Saturday. Dirty Dom is going to Triple Mania to battle for the AAA Mega Champion in a 4-way match with Dragon Lee, Vikingo.
But you don't think that they want to advertise Dom as the WWE Intercontinental Champion for that match?
I don't think
AAA. It's Triple Mania.
Yeah, I don't think they would necessarily have to.
To have that WWE belt be shown on AAA is like, that's a historic, monumental thing, bro. I really think that they want to build it as the IC champion. And I just think that it kills Judgment Day's momentum to have any. I feel like now that they've all got the gold, they've all got to keep the gold. Otherwise, what the fuck are they doing with Judgment Day? And I feel like Charlotte and Alexa, I feel like you have them get close to beating Roxy and Raquel, and then and the crowd's like on the precipice of like, yeah, and then it gets snatched from them, and the crowd's like, oh, right.
Well, you know, Dirty Dom's going to be out there.
So then they keep chasing until Survivor Series, and then you have them win it.
Okay.
And then you have the implosion of the Judgment Day, because I just feel like, right, if you do it at SummerSlam, I feel like stretching out the implosion of the Judgment Day from August, the beginning of August, all the way until, if Liv's even ready by Royal Rumble time, that's August, September, October, November, December, January. That's 6 months still till Liv Morgan comes back.
Jesus Christ, it's a long.
That's a long stretch to have them imploding and fighting with each other, bro. I don't necessarily know we need that long of an implosion from Judgment Day, to be honest. That's just my thinking.
So we just call this basically a hurrah moment for Judgment Day. Big cheer here. Have Roxy, Raquel walk out, steal your chance. Have Dirty Dom somehow, someway. Dirty Dom defeats AJ Styles and Finn Balor and JD McBeast. They've already defended their titles tonight, which cancels them out for Saturday.
Here's how, if Dom is going to lose, this is how I would do it. Okay. If he's going to lose the title before he goes to when's AAA, when's Triple Mania even happening?
Let me look that up real quick. Let me look that up real quick because I just asked that too.
Is it this weekend?
Let's see.
Thursday, Friday?
Triple Mania 2025. Wait a minute. It says Sunday. What? Sunday, June 15th? It already happened?
Triple Mania?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, it's August 16th, Jeremy says.
Oh, Triple Mania 33. Okay. It is.
Jeremy says August 16th.
August 16th? Okay.
Okay, so it's happening after SummerSlam.
Triple H has even advertised Mania too.
No, I saw it being advertised somewhere the other day on YouTube. Anyways, okay, so it's happening after SummerSlam. So, if Dom is going to lose the title and then have to go into Triple Mania in that mega match that he's in without the belt, and all the people know because he just was holding up the title in front of everybody down there last night or whenever the fuck he was down there this week, right? And he's getting a huge ovation. He's holding up the IC title, so everybody would know that he had lost the title in between last night and then Triple Mania. So how would that go over without the crowd just kind of like, heckling him? I guess you have his dad interfere in the AJ Styles match and have Rey Mysterio help AJ do something to help him win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How about this, Hooli? How about this? He loses, but what if he goes on and wins the AAA Mega Champion? Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. And if that's gonna happen, I get that. But I'm saying, how would you have him lose? You have AJ pin him clean?
Oh no, I agree with if that's the case, Rey Mysterio coming in to help AJ win, maybe by some sort of distraction.
Because I feel like if AJ pins him clean and then he goes into Triple Mania, if he's gonna win that title, you just lost to AJ Styles the Intercontinental Championship, but now you're gonna come down here and win our biggest prize. Like, that just kind of seems hokey to me. I feel like if he goes down there with the IC title and then he wins and then he's got both, then the Judgment Day's got even more fucking gold. I'm telling you, that's what they're gonna do, bro. I'm telling you, Judgment Day is collecting belts, bro.
Because the way I look at it, with this integration with AAA, it's kind of like with TNA and NXT. The way they got it, you got all these NXT people, Trick Williams, JC Jane. They're winning TNA titles.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Evans
TNA is just the feeder system for NXT, which is the feeder system for WWE, which is funny.
But it's more or less like I could see Dirty Dom losing that title by hook or crook, even if it's by Rey Mysterio causing interference, and Dirty Dom going down there to AAA and taking that AAA mega title off of Vikingo.
No, I feel like he should.
With Legado is AAA's tag team champions right now, in case anybody wants to know that. Okay? And for a hot little second, for about this much of a second, I actually thought that LWO was going to take the titles from Judgment Day and do this little at Triple Mania, have Judgment Day go to Triple Mania and take those titles back off of LWO. That's where I was going with the World Tag Team titles. With Legado being AAA's tag team champions and Dirty Dom, I think he's finna win that. I think Dirty Dom is finna win that AAA Mega Champion. I 100% believe that he's gonna win that.
So how
Dragon Lee and I forgot Masquerado. Whatever. Say what now?
I was just gonna say, how everybody's upset that Mike Santana didn't win in New York at TNA's pay-per-view?
Yeah, they missed the bullet with that one. They missed that.
Okay, so you heard the reaction that Dom got in AAA last night, right?
Yeah.
There's no way that he's getting that reaction and he don't win that title, bro. He's a Mysterio, right? His dad in Mexico. His dad is fucking God. I mean, his dad is like a fucking. Like what? His dad is like Hulk Hogan down there, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Down there.
But before Hulk Hogan had the bad aura around him, he's like fucking. I mean, he's like God tier status, right? You can't.
Yeah.
I don't care who's in the match, bro. You can't have. Like, Dom has to win down there, especially with the reaction that he got.
And I do believe, I 100% believe that he will win. And look at it this way.
Do you not remember what happened at Worlds Collide? Worlds Collide, they were booing the fuck out of him. I know it was California, but it was a predominantly AAA. It was a predominantly AAA audience.
Yeah, out there in LA.
Yeah,
out there in LA. You damn
well, how did it switch? What did he do to get? What did he do to get cheered so heavily?
I'm so curious about that. I'm gonna have to do my research and try to figure out what did he do. I know
Nothing.
He had something to.
It's Mexico. They love him down there because of his last name.
Yeah, and he had that Octagon match. That was probably the only AAA match. Then he had that run-in debut. Now he's set up for this Fatal 4-Way match for the AAA Mega Champion, which he will win, and he will bring to Monday Night Raw, either with or without the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know at this point, but it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Here's my thing. Because you know Dirty Dom is going to be out there with Roxanne and Raquel. And the Minmo Bro says, do we really think WWE would do the right thing with furthering the Judgment Day story or shift to Alexa and Charlotte? I can't say. If this were Vince McMahon, it's going to shift to Alexa and Charlotte.
Yeah, facts.
Easy.
Yeah, facts.
With Triple H, I think it's a 50-50 coin. As far as who wins the title,
I feel like the right thing is to keep him on Raquel and Roxanne.
I feel like the right thing is to keep him on
because
Raquel
they're
and
getting
Roxanne.
over. Especially Raquel's getting huge pops. And I don't know, her promos are being. I don't know, her promos are different now. I think working with Rhea Ripley has helped her a lot.
Yes.
I feel like she's less like they're having her talk less, which is good, and she's not being all smiley faced, and she just seems more like a big badass, kind of like a China type. You know how I kind of view Rhea Ripley as, and that's good. That's good because that's what she was always supposed to be. But it just however they were producing her until whatever they were having her doing under Vince and Stooge Company was cringe. But it just depends, bro, because it is Alexa and Charlotte. You know what I mean?
It is. It is.
That's why I agree with you. It's a 50-50 coin. I think they should keep it on the Judgment Day. But it's anybody's guess. I don't really know who to pick. I'm picking Roxanne and Raquel because I feel like that's the way that's what should happen for the story. But who knows?
Yeah,
but if this match happens first before Dom's match is night 2, right?
Yes.
If Roxanne and Raquel lose this match, then maybe Dom does lose the IC title. But I don't think that if Roxanne and Raquel win this match, why would they have the tag teams keep their gold and then have Dom lose his? Oh, because you think he's going to go to AAA and win that title regardless?
I do. Regardless, I think he's going to go and win that title easily. I do. Yeah. I honestly believe. And you know what? Look, think about it this way. Think about it this way also, Hooli. Finn and Dom won tonight. They're off. So it's more or less like he's going to go there, win that title.
They're probably going to show up and help him win. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Bam. Right there. Right there. That's
and then he can say, who cares about the IC title? I'm like the main champion of AAA of Mexico, of where I come from. Like, these are my people.
Yes. Like that's
like have your stupid little IC title. I've already held that. Yeah, I could. You could be right. He could be losing an IC title regardless. He could be. I want to see him with both titles though. I just feel like they're just. This is just another feud that I feel like is forced, kind of like Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. It's like Dom and AJ Styles. Like this, they had no ideas for AJ Styles, so this is all they could come up with. Like I don't know. It just seems kind of like a weird feud to me, really.
I think it's gonna bang though. I think it's gonna no Diddy, but I think it's gonna be a nice.
I think it'll be a good match. I think it'll be a good match. I think the crowd's gonna be super into it. But
I really do.
I just feel like if you give it the belt to AJ Styles, I mean, he just beat little old scrawny Dominic Mysterio. What did he do to earn it? Really, like he's not done shit all year. What matches has he? Where he hasn't? What matches has he been busting his? What's he been busting his ass all year doing? I've seen him like twice.
I've seen him. Oh, if you're talking all year, I can't really count how many, but I've seen him at least 3 or 4 times.
He was gone for the majority of the beginning of the year.
Yeah, something like that.
They had nothing. They had him doing nothing until didn't he fight Randy Orton at some point this year?
Yeah, that was like what, a few months.
And then after Randy Orton, then he was gone for weeks again.
He had Cody. He fought Cody.
Oh, maybe it was Cody.
He fought Cody. He fought Orton. He fought Cody. I think he fought Kevin Owens before Kevin Owens went out.
Oh, that's when he came back. He fought Kevin Owens. That's what it was.
He fought Kevin Owens when he got to Raw. When he got to Raw.
And then he was gone after Kevin Owens for a long time again. And then he came back and fought Cody. And then he was gone again. And then he's back to fight Dom. Okay.
He fought Dom. Before he got the Dom, he was in like what 2 or 3 tag matches or something like that. So
It's fucking
I don't
random.
know. I don't know. That's crazy.
I just feel like he's not really. I don't know. Like to give him the IC title. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad if he wins it. I just feel like keep it on Dom, dude. I'm just fucking with the Judgment Day right now. Like I said at the beginning, like this is the first time they've felt organic and not forced at all in their whole existence. Even when Edge was with them, it felt forced. When Rhea Ripley was with them, it felt forced. I just always they were having fucking Finn Balor cut these stupid promos that I felt sounded forced, and I'm just like, ugh. I didn't really care for the Judgment Day up until really the last probably year or so, you know.
So I feel like, ugh.
But
So
yeah, like to Midmost Mark's point, I mean, they're probably gonna give him to Charlotte and Alexa, dude.
man, I'm going with Roxy and Raquel to retain. I am.
But then great, they
I'm
chased the titles for 3 weeks and then they got the belts. Now what do you do with Charlotte and Alexa? You defend them against great teams like fucking Alba Fire and bowling ball looking ass Piper Niven? What? Them two stand next to each other look like a burger and French fries. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go with Roxanne and Raquel.
I look at Alba Fire and fucking Piper Niven and I think of a number 1 at McDonald's, bro. Give me a Big Mac and a fucking small fry.
Are you going with Charlotte and Alexa Hooley?
I love Alexa. I'm a day one Alexa, but I just don't agree with giving them the titles. I don't care how over they are. I'm glad that they're over. I'm super thrilled for Charlotte. Like everybody agrees, this is the least cringe Charlotte's ever fucking been, probably since she came up from NXT, since she wrestled Natalya for the NXT Women's Championship. This is the most tolerable she's been, and they're not letting her bury people in her promos, which is also a huge plus. So I don't know. It's so hard to pick this one because I feel like this one of all the matches is the biggest 50-50 coin.
It's a coin. It's a big 50-50 coin. It's just what you told me.
We've moved on from Alexa. Even though I'm a day one Alexa, I feel like she's been out for so long that I just don't feel like she's got both feet back in. You know what I mean? And she's a mom and her kids with her backstage. And I feel like she just comes out to sell merchandise. You know, she's like a walking mannequin to sell the doll and the coat. And like, Roxy is just, she's killing it. This will be her 4th PLE already this year since getting called up to the main roster, you know? And Raquel's killing it too. And so I'm like, keep their momentum going. Don't stall their momentum by taking the titles off them. So I'm picking Roxy and Raquel, man. That's my final answer.
All right.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Fuck it.
All right.
But you know, like I said, I won't be surprised if they give it to Charlotte and Alexa because, you know, the blonde hair, blue eye connection.
Yeah, I'm keeping score too. I'm keeping score.
Good, score right because now. I never go back to remember what I picked.
All right. Now, a match that may not happen. We got to see what happens with good old DM Hunk. So
wait, this match might not happen.
He's stuck in UK. He's stuck overseas.
No, I saw that tweet. He's trolling, bro. He's such a troll.
I don't know. Everybody's reporting on it. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens the next couple of days. But
yeah, everybody's falling hook, line, and sinker for Drew McIntyre shenanigans. I love him so much on social media, bro. He's so good, man. He's so good. He's one of the bright spots of Twitter, bro. He really is. Like, he knows how to fucking social media. He's got it down. He knows exactly how to use it.
He does. He definitely does.
He really is. Him and CM Punk both are masters at social media. They got people just eating out of the palm of their hand.
So we got this celebrity tag match: Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre.
I wouldn't be surprised if Drew McIntyre lets Logan Paul come out by himself and the match start and like let Logan Paul just get his ass whooped for a good 5 minutes before he even comes out. And says I got here late and this and that, and then that sets us up with like Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre for the rest of the year because they're not gonna
That'll be awesome.
have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll again after this. Like they're not really gonna like have Jelly Roll as a regular thing, are they?
No, absolutely not.
Good God, I hope not, bro. I really hope not. And no disrespect to Jelly Roll, I don't know his music. I've only known him for the TikTok videos I've seen of him and his girlfriend or wife. And I know a little bit of his story. I know how massively popular he is with his music and shit. But I just, please no.
I know a couple of his songs. They're not bad. They're not bad. You know, he got a little hip hop. He got a little hip hop songs and stuff. You know, it's pretty good. You know, but
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
I'm not hating on the guy.
Right.
I don't listen to everybody that makes music. So does that mean they suck? No, I just don't happen to listen to that music.
Right.
But I just don't. This is where I don't like the forced celebrityism on us.
Yeah. You know what, Hooli? I'm gonna let you start first and tell me who you pick. I'm gonna let you start first because I'm curious to know how you feel about celebrity matches. I know we talked about celebrity hosts at the beginning, but how do you feel about celebrity matches? We've seen people like Logan Paul. We've seen people like Bad Bunny literally come in and change our perception of a celebrity athlete. We know Jelly Roll.
I don't think Jelly Roll is going to do any of that. I really don't. If Jelly Roll comes in and he does some crazy shit that no one's expecting, that's like got us blown away bigger than like Bad Bunny or Logan Paul, then props to him, and I'll come back on here and eat my words, right? No problems.
Right.
I will have no problems doing that. I just don't look at Jelly Roll and see keep cutting promos with cows. Who? Oh,
Talking
Drew?
about Logan Paul. I mean, not Drew. Jelly Roll. Talking about Jelly Roll. Yeah. And yes.
I just don't see how this is going to. I don't see how this is not going to suck.
Hey, Hooli. Look. I'm gonna throw a bonus question out there. A bonus question, just in case somehow we end up tying at the end or somebody needs a point. I'm gonna throw a bonus one for this match. For this match right here. Does Jelly Roll hit Logan Paul with an RKO?
Are you saying over or under that Jelly Roll is going to RKO at some point Logan Paul?
Yes.
What was the move he did on SmackDown? He did something on SmackDown, didn't he? Oh, was it a choke slam?
Choke slam.
I'm
saying yes. You
could be onto something there.
I'm saying yes. I'm writing it down.
Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. So I like Drew McIntyre more than I like Randy Orton, even though I recognize Randy Orton's one of the GOATs. Like he's, for sure Hall of Famer, one of the greatest of all time. I'll get all that. But just a character, I think what Drew's done the last year or two. Randy Orton's been out, missed a lot of time with injury. He's doing great now and stuff. I just feel like I'm more invested into what Drew McIntyre is doing right now. And I also just don't care for Jelly Roll. So I think I'm going to pick. It just depends though on what's going on with Cody too, where they're taking Randy Orton. If we're getting Cody and Randy soon, but I want to pick Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, bro. Logan Paul just doesn't lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
And the fans get so mad when he wins, bro. And him winning at SummerSlam is just. It's just gonna get him so talked about, bro. You know what I mean?
Watch this.
But Jelly Roll, I can see the headlines too on ESPN. Jelly Roll defeats Logan Paul at SummerSlam. You can give Jelly Roll a big old dick sucking. That's probably what they're gonna do.
I can see that too. I got one for you though. I'm gonna go with Logan Paul, and I'm gonna go with Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Check this out, Hooli. I think what's gonna end up in the closing moments. I think Jelly Roll is gonna hit Logan Paul with an RKO. Bam! And as soon as Jelly Roll get up, guess what's gonna happen? As soon as he get up,
Claymore to the dome.
and that's it. Jelly Roll's gonna take the pin.
Do you think Jelly Roll is gonna eat a Claymore, huh?
Yes. Yes.
I hope so.
He already ate one.
Well, I know, and that's the problem. Who got over though on SmackDown? It was Jelly Roll got over, didn't he?
This past Friday. Yeah.
Who had the last laugh? No, Logan Paul had the last laugh. Who had the last laugh? Maybe it was Logan Paul actually.
I think it was Logan. Yeah, it was Logan Paul. It was a good old Logan Paul.
God damn it, man! They're probably gonna fucking lose.
I think because we're getting ready. We're going towards a Orton Cody.
If
match.
Jelly Roll loses, then he's got to come back for his get back, doesn't he?
Will he do that?
Maybe not immediately, but at some point down the road, he's gonna want to probably get his
It's
loss
possible.
back. Like, why would you have Jelly Roll gonna be there if he's not gonna win? That's my thinking.
Probably just it's showcase, probably just a showcase match or whatever. But I think he's gonna eat a Claymore for the 1, 2, 3. I do.
Did Floyd Mayweather beat Big Show?
No.
He didn't.
He didn't. As ridiculous as that match was,
He broke his nose, right?
Or jaw, or something like that. Broke his nose or jaw, or something like that.
Yeah, he broke his nose.
It was
with a punch, but that was before their match. And I don't remember who won that match. That's why I was asking.
But I just believe that there's a Claymore.
Maybe it was his jaw.
There's a Claymore waiting at SummerSlam. And Jelly Roll just seems like one of those type of dudes that doesn't care if he win or lose. He just want to go out there and look good. That's pretty much it. He choked for Logan Paul on Jimmy Kimmel's show last week.
Oh yeah, that's right. But no, he did a move. When did I see him on the? Yeah, it was SmackDown. Wasn't it SmackDown?
Yeah, he's been on SmackDown the past 3 weeks. He ate a Claymore on one SmackDown like 2 weeks ago, and Logan Paul knocked him out, popped him and knocked him out Friday.
Yeah.
Because the Friday before those
That's
two,
right. You're right. Logan Paul knocked him out.
He backed up. He was backing up Orton, and it hadn't got physical yet until that following week on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they kind of been building a feud up on and off TV, off WWE program. So I kind of appreciate that. Keep the feud going no matter where you go. Like fuck, Jelly Roll was there. Randy Orton was there. To be honest with you, it's kind of mad, but I didn't expect Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul to show up on Jimmy Kimmel fight and to keep up that feud going on into SummerSlam. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was a nice little touch. I really did.
It's kind of like the throwback days to when like WWE would like go into like Saturday Night Live and shit.
Oh yeah. Like Sunday Night Heat, going into a pay-per-view and stuff like that. I remember Stone Cold Steve Austin. There was a feud going. I don't know who it was with. It might have been with The Rock or Triple H. And something happened on Raw. And it progressed through Friday Night SmackDown back when they had the little oval thing and the music. And on Sunday Night Heat, I believe it was before the Rumble or it was before the King of the Ring or something like that. And Stone Cold pulled up, was backstage, and he just started whooping everybody's ass. And he came out to the ring with a mic. I think it was Triple H. And he called out Triple H, and they had like a big-ass promo right before they cut off and went to the pay-per-view. I missed those. And you would literally have to actually have ordered the pay-per-view to catch the rest of what Austin was saying to Triple H before the actual pay-per-view started. They used to call it free-for-all. They used to call it a free-for-all. That's what they used to call it, free-for-all. It's kind of like...
They would tease you on like Sunday Night Heat or whatever before the fucking pay-per-view would come on.
Like for those who are young as Similac, a free for all is like 0 hour or the countdown pre-show.
Yeah.
So that's what that was. But it was on cable, and you could watch it free on cable.
Some
You'll
shit
have your
would
little.
break out at the end of the show, and then it would cut off to they would start the pay-per-view. You'd be
It'll
like,
make
wait, what the fuck is about to happen? Yeah.
Yes, yes, those are awesome. Those are fucking awesome. Like the one for Bad Blood, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. Didn't even know Kane was showing up. I'm a little old at the time watching the pay per view with my dad, and I'm telling you, you saw all types of stuff go down on the pre, and then it cuts off, and you
Wait, what? Yeah.
like what the hell?
Gotta order the pay-per-view. Oh shit, my parents weren't ordering no motherfucking pay-per-view, bro. Hell nah. I didn't get to see shit. I had to watch SummerSlam 91 on VHS. That was $5 in the bin at Safeway at the grocery store. I convinced my mom to let me fucking borrow $5 to buy that thing, and so I watched that pay-per-view fucking every day of my life. Or I can't even, bro. At one point, I knew how to recite the entire commentary from beginning to end of SummerSlam 91, like
Oh shit,
memorized it. I've
that was
watched that shit like over 100 times.
that would be dope as shit. Shit, I wish I could do that shit.
I would, man, dude. I missed out on so many. I mean, I've gotten to see him now, but I missed out on such good fucking wrestling live back then because my parents were like not about to support no professional wrestling.
So, but I do hope they kind of bring that back. I really do because
Yeah, I miss them days, bro.
these countdown shows and 0 hour, they're
Booty
just.
cheeks.
I'd rather for you to sell me on the pay per view, you know, or go over the top with the pay per view before the actual show start. Like I don't care if I'm fully sold it for SummerSlam on the countdown show. You ain't got to give me no matches. Hype up the fucking show, and you got to bring some excitement. That's why I miss the King and I miss JR on commentary because they will get you juiced up for a pay per view. You know, Gorilla Monsoon, Vince McMahon on commentating back in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss SummerSlam this weekend. We got a lot going on, and you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a banger, and I'm telling you that, Bobby. Well, let me tell you something, Vince. You have no idea what these two guys are going to do in the ring come Sunday night. The only way you can watch it is on pay-per-view. Make sure you order that shit right there. I'm like, they don't get loud like that. They don't get loud and get you hyped and excited for a pay-per-view anymore. WWE don't do it. AEW doesn't do it. You can't understand New Japan, but they probably don't do it either. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I just wish they'll bring that back because that really got the pay-per-view just going. It really got us going.
I like
it
it.
really did. Who you got in this match?
With Logan Paul knocking out Jelly Roll, I just don't see Jelly Roll just becoming a laughing stock, and like if he eats an RKO to get pinned, I just feel like, and he got knocked out by Logan Paul. Why did we bring him in? I just feel like they're gonna give him his shine at SummerSlam, dude. If he loses, it's because he's coming back. He's got more than a one-time gig. If he wins, then it was a one-off. So I hope Logan and Drew McIntyre win. That's who I want to win, but I'm picking Orton and Jelly Roll.
Okay. Orton and Jelly Roll. All right.
Everybody's doing. Orton's having a great time listening to everybody sing his theme song like he's Nakamura and shit from NXT Black and Gold. You know what I mean? Because he's eating that shit up, and good for him. He deserves it. I'm not saying anything. I just feel like they're gonna keep that going. Everybody's he's the new Jericho right now with Judas. You know what I mean? Everybody's singing along to Randy Orton every time he comes out.
We can say the same thing about Seth Rollins too. Definitely can say the same thing about Rollins.
I think Jelly Roll is gonna win.
You're right.
I probably fucking chose wrong, but But it depends.
WWE women.
Fucking, I don't know, bro. Says Drew McIntyre didn't. He's not been one to get, like, nobody's been getting one over on Drew McIntyre this year like last year. So he might outsmart
Yeah, true.
everybody, and he might find a way to. I just don't see, like, if they win, like, how they would have him win, to where it wouldn't make Jelly Roll look like completely buried since he already got KTFO'd.
Look at it this way, Huli. You said you wanted McIntyre versus Orton, but this could definitely be a catalyst for McIntyre versus Orton. Not really
I
saying
didn't
the
say
rest of the
necessarily
year,
that I want it. I just think that I can see them going in that direction.
because they never had a one-on-one yet. This is the first feud with an interaction between these two. They never had a one-on-one.
Between Orton and McIntyre?
Yeah.
They've never wrestled before? That's crazy. How is that possible?
I think this will be the first time that they're going to go one-on-one. I think. It may be the second time, but I think this is the first time this year that they're going to go face-to-face one-on-one, because they haven't had it yet. They haven't had it this year yet. They got, when Jelly Roll came in, they're doing this tag match to kind of give Jelly Roll his spot, his shine, I guess. But this is going to lead to, what's after SummerSlam? What's before? What's after SummerSlam before Survivor Series? Oh, we're going to Perth.
Paris. No, they're going to Clash in Paris.
It's Clash in Paris and then Perth. Guess what? Holy shit, Huli. So you know what? You might be right. Orton and Jelly Roll may win because they're going to go to Clash in Paris. And Drew's going to have to get his get back there from Orton. That's where your one-on-one. That's where your one-on-one match is going to happen.
Yeah, Drew's over as fuck. He always gets the Clash matches, doesn't he? They give him, like, Clash is like his becoming like McIntyre's pay-per-view.
Yes. So I think holy shit. Because oh man.
Like, think about how popular Jelly Roll's been since the pandemic and since, like, TikTok took off. Like, Jelly Roll's been hella popular for a number of years. I don't see, like, he's going to the first ever 2-night SummerSlam. Yeah, on Jimmy Kimmel, he got knocked the fuck out or whatever. Oh no, he chokeslammed him. When did he get knocked out? On SmackDown. Nobody's watching SmackDown. The ratings prove that. So who cares? They're not going to have him in front of gajillions of people getting made to look like a jobber again. They're going to show the fucking video package 4 times before we see the match that day, and it's going to show Jelly Roll get knocked the fuck out. So what's they're going to have him parade, come out to the fucking New Jersey crowd, and then eat an RKO like a fucking obese doofus?
So fair. That is so fair. So fair that, I did it again. I changed my pick. I'm going to go with Orton and Jelly Roll because Drew McIntyre is going to get his get back at Clash in Paris. That's 100% fact. I'm calling. You can book that right now. And I ain't changing that no more. You can book that right now. I'm going with Orton and Jelly Roll. You can book that. So far, Huli, we're 3-3. We're 3-3. WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton defends against Jade Cargill, and a lot of people is not going to like what I got to say about this match. A lot of people is not going to want to say. I'm gonna take the horse's reins on this one for a second.
Yep.
I love Tiffany Stratton. I think she's absolutely amazing in the ring. The girl can go. And
here comes a big old fat butt, chat. A big old fat butt.
I noticed that since Elimination Chamber. Matter of fact, I knew that when she was NXT champion. Yeah. I said she's going to go fast. She's going to go places, and you ain't going to. Elimination Chamber opened up. My eyes were already open, but it opened up everybody else. And I told y'all when she was going to win Money in the Bank. I told y'all when she was going to cash in. And I told y'all that she was going to hold that title for a minute. I didn't think that it would come to this, though. Because what seemed like it was going to be a possible triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship between Naomi, Jade, and Bianca Belair. That's what I had predicted. But they pulled a swerve on us, and now Naomi is the Women's World Champion. Jade Cargill. A lot of people are giving her flack. A lot of people do not like her. And
I'm not
I
one of
don't
them.
and I understand. Oh,
Day
she
one
can't
Jade fan too.
wrestle. She's this and she's that. This is my opinion. This is not Hoolie's opinion. This is not none of you guys' in the chat opinion.
And by the
This
way,
is
I've
my
not heard
opinion.
what he's about to say. I have no idea. I don't know what he's gonna say about
He
this.
has
So
he has in my view, and I think the only other person that can vouch for me is Future. From what I've seen, as far as the progressive Jade Cargill, there was a few things that she needed to learn while she was in WWE that she didn't do so well in AEW. Take bumps, act accordingly to her bumps and whatever hits that she take, and of course be more fluid in the ring. Those were the only three things, and to me, those were kind of major, especially if you go over to WWE. I believe she's gotten better. I believe her movement in the ring is not sketchy as it was when she first got into the WWE. I feel that whatever training that she have is taking effect. She's moving a lot more effortlessly around the ring. She definitely can take some bumps, and she plays her part when she takes bumps. I've noticed that she stopped doing some of the more out of character type stuff, like them springboard clotheslines and stuff. Like she stopped doing that. Thank you, Jade. I believe being with Bianca Belair, being with Naomi, has helped her become a little bit more fluid as far as movement in the ring and stuff. Yes,
100%.
she does still need some work. She needs finishing touches, and I ain't talking about moves. And she needs to be a little bit more crisper because what she's known as a powerhouse. For heaven's sake, she threw out Nia Jax. And I think she body slammed Piper Niven or something like that. But she's known for her strength and her power prowesses and stuff in that ring. With all that being said, and how well that she has progressed, she didn't win King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring for nothing. I think she's going to take the title off of Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
I do think she's going to win. And I think Bianca Belair is going to turn heel that night. And we're going to get Bianca versus Jade, a little bit of back and forth. A lot of people are saying that this match should be wait for Mania, which I guess if you want to do that, if you want to go Royal Rumble, but now you're going to have to try to get them there. You're going to have to try to get them there. You have to tell the story now. And the story is there. It definitely could be there. I do think it's time for a Bianca Belair heel turn. What better way to do it than at SummerSlam? I'm picking Jade to become the new WWE Women's Champion with a Bianca Belair turn, a heel turn at the end. Hooli,
Is this
the floor
night
is
2?
yours. No, this is night 1.
First of all, I was never a Jade hater from the moment I laid eyes on that woman, even in AEW. And if you were to go back and check my tweets and my chat, my comments in JD's chat, that's the proof. But I think I agree with everything you said about Jade in terms of what she was lacking in AEW. A lot of people still think she's lacking. I have always seen the potential in her and was waiting for somebody to show her or for her to be told, okay, yeah, you could do this, or anyway, like what you said, like she's toned down the flippy divey shit. I feel like every time out there, obviously that's just adding to her experience, and she's better and better every time that we see her. I've always loved
Yeah.
Jade Cargill. I also, however, really saw the potential, and I've been a huge Tiffany Stratton fan for a long time too. So, I just feel like in terms of like Tiffany looks like a champion, don't she? Did you
She
see her
does.
TikTok today of she's playing Ozzy Osbourne's No More Tears and she's mouthing the words to it, and then all of a sudden she just out of nowhere lifts up her hand and she's holding her championship, and then she kisses it and she's just mouthing the words to Ozzy holding her title. And I'm just like, I don't know how you take the title off her, because she just has the look of a champion and she's just got the whole fucking package down, right? And I'm like, now at some point, now are you giving Jade a little taste of like, this is what your future could be if you get to the level we need you at? So that motivates her to get better? Is that what they're doing by having her in this high profile match? Or are they really going with her and they think she's good enough and qualified enough to take that strap off of Tiffany, who's been hot cakes with that shit? She's been hot cakes, pun intended, since before she got that title, and everybody saw from the moment she got to the main roster what the plan was, and that they were rocket shipping her ass fucking past the moon, bro. You know what I mean? And she's fucking nailed it flawlessly. Really, she has. So how do
She
you
has,
take
man.
her? I mean, she's got so much momentum still. She might have the longest bout of momentum that anyone's been carrying for a while now in
For
the
that women's
WWE.
championship, yes. For that women's championship, better than what Charlotte ever done with it. Better than what Becky or Ronda Rousey has ever done with it. Tiffy time is the real deal. And who the hell doesn't love Tiffy time? Who the hell doesn't love Tiffy time? That woman has done unbelievable things. You're 100% correct, Hooli.
And
1,000%.
we don't have Bianca as a special referee for this match, right?
Nope.
So I'm thinking, if you give the belt to Jade here, you take away Tiffany's momentum. Not that she's not over or needs momentum. I just feel like, I know not everybody gets a fucking world record breaking title run, and I understand all that, and we don't need to have her be champion for years. But it, I don't see what, I don't think it's good for her if you take it off of her. At the same time, is Jade Cargill ready for this? Has she gotten better to a point where she can handle the responsibility of being the face and holding that title and being believable? And maybe she can. I'm not saying she can't. I'm just saying, is she? I'm literally posing the question, like rhetorically, like, is she ready yet? Because I do see her at some point. If she wins the title at SummerSlam and you've got Naomi as women's champion, you said you predict that Bianca's turning heel. When? At SummerSlam, or just at some point in the future?
I believe because it could happen about a month or two down the line, maybe like at a Clash at Paris.
Let's say
Or-
Jade wins WWE Women's Championship.
Yeah, like
So
it could happen. Yeah.
she's women's champion, and then Naomi is women's world champion. Okay. So then that puts them on a collision course, you think, because they're on different shows now.
Yes.
So how do Jade and Naomi get involved if they're on separate shows?
Well, there was a tweet. Naomi threw out a tweet. I believe it was either today or yesterday. And it was a picture of I really hate saying this name, but Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams, better known as Destiny's Child. And Naomi tweeted that picture and said, "This could have been us." And she tagged Bianca Belair and she tagged Jade. Jade replied and said, "Move on. I'm moving on to better and better things. Obviously, you got your own thing going. Girl, bye." That's what Jade Cargill said in the tweet. Which tells me that nothing is gone, nothing is lost. Nothing is lost. I'm looking at this, Hooli,
Yeah.
and there's only one place I'm thinking where, hey, we've been getting a lot of winner take all matches lately in WWE the past few weeks, where it was at NXT, TNA, um, AAA, winner take all type matches. We've been talking about it in the IWC for years. What if this is a plan to abolish both the women's world champion? I'm not really going to say that because you still got Clash in Paris. The winner of that triple threat is going to face Stephanie McMahon for the women's world championship. But I'm thinking, what if we're getting ready to have
Paris could be they unveil one title, and it could be the combination of the both.
And that's where I'm going. And that's where I'm going.
And then Stephanie Becker gets to be the first person to win the combined titles. Yeah, that's probably what I can see that happening.
And that's where I'm going. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, as far as when it comes to either Jade versus Naomi, or Naomi versus Tiffany, or Stephanie Valkyrie versus Jade, Stephanie Valkyrie versus Tiffany. I think that match will be a fire ass banger match. Stephanie Valkyrie versus Tiffany Stratton. That'd be fire as fuck.
If what you're saying happens, then I can see if they have a plan to consolidate the two titles, then what you propose is more likely to happen. But I'm of the impression, just for whatever reason, that I haven't read anything, and not to say that you're wrong. I'm just saying I hadn't even read or thought of the idea of them even wanting to combine the titles, so I was under the impression that things were just going to stay how they are. And I feel like it would derail Tiffany's momentum. I mean, what are you going to do with her once I don't know. I mean, there's things you can do with her, but I don't know. I just feel like Jade Cargill is not ready to have that bestowed upon her yet. And I feel like there's no way on this run that Naomi's having, like if Jade wins, then she's even with Naomi, right? I don't think that Naomi's about to let Jade get one over on her by winning an equal title. I think that Naomi's going to have something to say about this match. And I think that Tiffany is going to retain because of it.
Let's think about this too. We still don't know when or where, but supposedly there is a draft happening. Naomi could cost Jade that title, and Jade could.
Because I think you're going to get Naomi and Jade for Naomi's title, but I don't see Jade having a title and then Naomi having a title from the different brands and then fighting each other. Unless then they want to combine the championships after them two fight and they each are holding a title.
So what would we do with Stephanie Valkyrie come Clash in Paris?
Because she's got Naomi, right?
Yeah. Or whoever wins the triple threat match, basically.
Naomi is in the tag team match in
no,
night one, right?
Night
one of SummerSlam. Naomi's in the tag team match at SummerSlam.
Naomi is in the triple threat match for the Women's World Championship against Io and Rhea.
Oh, Io and Rhea. You're right. So we don't even necessarily know that she's going to be the one facing Stephanie. And you saw the tweet today of Stephanie and Rhea, Mommy and Mamacita. You saw that tweet?
I did see that. Oh, I did see that.
So that actually might be what we get at Clash in Paris. And they're both international, right? They're both from countries outside the U.S. So I can actually see the match changing to be Stephanie Becker versus Rhea Ripley, because I think that they saw dollar signs when they saw how over Stephanie was and that she's kind of got a little goth look to her. But she's more of a softer kind of goth to look at than Rhea Ripley. She's kind of like the hardcore, harsh goth to look at with all her tattoos and piercings, and her look is kind of intense. Whereas Stephanie's a little bit easier to swallow for everybody. I said that. Dude, I said that so long ago in JD's chat that the WWE, mark my words, they want Rhea versus Stephanie. I said that at like the beginning of the year, and now here we are. You know what I mean? So. I don't know, man. I feel like Naomi is gonna interfere in this match. I really do, because I don't think that she's gonna allow. You think Bianca's gonna interfere in this match?
Bianca's gonna interfere. I
You
think
think
I'm still
Bianca's
I'm
gonna
still gonna
stop
pick
Jade from
Jade.
winning the title, huh?
I'm still gonna pick Jade to win, but I do believe that Bianca's gonna definitely turn heel. If Jade now, I can definitely see Bianca interfering, giving Tiffany the win, and then you can have a feud with Jade and Bianca Belair.
So does somebody come out and
But like,
attack Tiffany? You think Bianca's coming out to attack Tiffany?
man,
How does she turn heel if she attacks Tiffany?
no, no,
That
no, no,
makes
no. She's going to assist, like maybe blindside Jade, and Tiffany
so
does
she's
the
gonna try to
previous.
stop Jade,
Yes, yes.
but she's gonna fail.
Well, no, because I looked. I'm looking at it from A side and the B side. I can see Jade winning
Yeah,
and Bianca coming out there to celebrate.
because you said at
And
the
bam!
beginning that you picked Jade to win, right?
Yes, yes. I'm picking Jade to win,
Okay.
but it's like, but I can see Jade winning. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Jade wins. Here comes Bianca down there to hug her best friend. High
Oh,
five, and then
and then
bang,
blast her.
and blasts her. Or if Tiffany were to win, I see Bianca coming out there. Jade's getting ready to do that big boot or go for Jaded. Bianca comes in, acting like she's a cheerleader, and bam, knocks her out, walks out. Tiffany does the prettiest moonsault. 1, 2, 3, Tiffany retains.
But she
I
hasn't
can
made up
see
with Naomi.
who just made up with Naomi.
She has not made up with Naomi.
Oh yeah. She doesn't necessarily have to at that time.
But
I mean,
Naomi's
she
now looking at this situation like she's not trying to reunite with Bianca anymore. She's all about her fuck yous now to them. So I feel
well,
like if Bianca turns heel before she reconciles with Naomi, she's assuming that Naomi's going to welcome her back with open arms. But if Naomi's been acting like, nah, fuck you guys now, it's on site every time, that just seems kind of hokey to me.
Well, remember, Naomi says she did all that stuff to Jade for her. I did it for you. I did it for us, and all this other stuff. Jealousy starts.
Yeah, but now she won the title, so now it's going to look like Bianca's like, oh, hey, champion. No, I've seen the error of my ways. Naomi's not going to fall for that, just like she's told the crowd, now don't start cheering for me now. She
Yeah,
don't, no, she's like, no, you all want to say you've been supporting me this whole time. No, you haven't. And she'll say the same thing to Bianca. So I don't feel like.
but wait a minute. What has everybody been wanting? They've been wanting that NXT EST Bianca Belair.
Yes.
It's a great time.
And
It's
I'm
a
not
great
denying
time.
that. I just feel like the way you've proposed that doesn't really get Bianca over as a heel, because the heel in the situation is Naomi, and she hasn't reconciled with Bianca yet. I feel like
And that's
if
true.
Bianca's going to be over as a heel, she would have to reconcile with Naomi first, you would think.
But what is what has WWE done in situations like this? When somebody turns heel, let's say they turns heel, the show's
You got
over,
bots.
we
You
move
got
on to
bots.
Raw. Here comes oh yeah, I don't pay no attention to them. I don't. But let's say, but you know how WWE does. Somebody turns heel on a big show, they come out on Raw or SmackDown and they explain themselves, and then this and that. I feel that if that happens, you will see Bianca Belair on Monday Night Raw. And she's gonna come out there and say, Naomi, you were right, this and that and the other. I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you and all this other stuff. It's gonna be a lot of
I just feel like if she
SmackDown.
waits till Raw, I feel like Naomi's going to be like, nah, bitch, fuck you.
I don't think so. I think
You don't
Naomi
think
will be
so?
like,
You think Naomi's going to fall for it after Naomi has been like one step ahead this whole fucking time? You think she's just going to fall for it?
I think so. And it's not necessarily falling for it.
Have you ever lost a relationship and you weren't the one to end it, and you did what you could to try to change that person's mind, and almost a fucking year goes by, and then you don't talk to each other anymore for a while, and then out of nowhere that person calls you and is like, oh, you want to get back together? Would you then at that point still take them back? For me, at some point I'm gonna stop trying. Like, you can only be rejected so much. I'm not just gonna keep doing it forever, regardless of how
And
much
that's
I want to
true.
be with you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's true. But for me, it's a trial and error. It'd be more of a trial and error, and that's how I'm looking at it. Okay, if you really say that you're sorry about this and that, and you're sorry about this and that, and you finally see an
Do you think that Naomi's going to control Bianca and make her do things to prove herself?
Not necessarily control, but keep her up on a close eye. If that's the case, if you are telling the truth about what you did to Jade at SummerSlam, for us, for me, I'm going to keep my eye on you because I'm the champion. You see what I've done got since I done split away from you and Jade. I'm the champion now. So if you really want to earn my trust, then I'm going to keep you up on a close eye. And with Bianca
Watch
Belair,
him have do something fucking crazy, bro, and watch him have like Eva Marie show up and like fucking attack Tiffany Stratton and like help Nia Jax or something. Because I can see like what's Nia Jax a part of? Is Nia Jax a part of this show at all?
No.
That's crazy.
Neither is Bayley.
I was gonna say, can we talk real quick about how Bayley does? What's going on with the fucking disrespect to Bayley?
I think heel turn is coming. I don't know how, but I do think a heel turn.
She did kind of have that look. She had that look of not even like heel tonight. She had that look of like she's about ready to give up. Like there's no more hope. Like she's lost the hope. She did such a good job of having that look in her eyes of like, dude.
She looked
like,
lost.
This is where we're at. Like this is like there's literally nothing for me, and I'm at the point where I don't even have anything for myself up here. You know what I mean? She just looked like she was empty. Great job tonight by Bayley.
Very good.
And all she was doing was just staring off into the distance, but the way she just carried herself in that, just the way she gave that look of just like she can't even be mad about it. She was basically saying, you know what I mean? Like she just, this is where we're at. Is like this is where I find myself.
Having Bayley off of SummerSlam is a crime.
I think she's going to be a part of SummerSlam. She might not have a match, but I have a strong feeling that we're going to see Bayley at
I hope
SummerSlam.
so.
I think we are.
I hope so. SummerSlam just wouldn't be SummerSlam without my Bayley cakes.
But here's the thing. If Bayley's turning heel, actually, I'll bring it up when we talk about that match. Never mind.
All right. So you going with Tiffy? Tiffy time?
I am, because I feel like she's just had so much fucking momentum that she has not lost with the title. And everywhere I see her in like advertisements for like Cricket Wireless and like fucking her TikToks that she's doing and stuff, I'm just like, this girl has just got motion, bro. I just don't see how you take that offer to give it to a chick who's still kind of green and who is unproven, and you don't really know how. She might be well received as champion, Jade Cargill, but is she going to really like wow folks? I do think WWE looks at her like she's the next Chyna. I really do, but
I believe
I gotta say that I just feel like Naomi's not gonna. I feel like Naomi's gonna be the one to stop Jade. So I'm going with Tiffy. That's my pick.
All right. Got the next matchup. Uh-oh. Hold on real quick.
Chat, we've been doing this for 2 fucking hours, bro. If anybody is still in here, God bless. If anybody's still in here listening to us talking about SummerSlam and the potential of what it could be,
yeah, I appreciate everybody who is still hanging up in here.
You are a real OG.
Yeah, I had to bring the pooches so they can be on TV for a second. You know.
Oh, they're so cute, dude.
You know, I had to bring them up, my fur babies, man. They in there whining. But I love them like a mug. Who is there? But before we get into this next match, is there anything you want to talk to the people about? I want to run outside and let them go use the restroom real quick.
It's all good. I'll try to be entertaining to the chat. Is there people in here or what? I can't tell.
Yeah, we got a few people. We got about 4 or 5 people up in here. So I know most people probably gone to bed and everything though. But But give me about a couple minutes. Let me go let them use the restroom. Just kind of fill the dead air for me for a few minutes, and I'll be right back.
All right. Oh wow, I just see damn, suspect dead after a New York City police officer and a civilian were shot outside building that houses NFL headquarters. That's crazy. What is going on with the world today? Deion Sanders had a procedure to treat bladder cancer and is now cured. Congratulations to Deion Sanders. Unfortunately, the world lost a legendary baseball player in Ryan Sandberg today due to cancer. That was pretty sad. Everybody been saying it comes in threes, but I feel like it's been a bunch of people way past three. Way past three, chat. 5 people. Wait, what? 5 people, including an off-duty New York City police officer, killed in shooting outside building that houses NFL HQ. That's the recent update. That's wild. From the first update to the second update, that's a significant difference. 5 people, including a cop, were killed. That's crazy. Cat TV, I accepted your friend request on Discord, bro. Which you sent like 5 hours ago. My bad, dude. My bad. Yeah. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus CM Punk. I mean, I feel like this one is pretty self-explanatory. If you follow me on social media, if you pay attention to anything I have to say about anything wrestling at all by chance, then you'd probably know that I feel like this shit with Seth Rollins is a work, and I feel like he is going to cost CM Punk the opportunity of beating Gunther. So
My bad. All right. I'm gonna set these guys down. Let them relax and drink their water and stuff. All right.
now that the host of the show is back, your thoughts on the World Heavyweight Championship with Gunther versus CM Punk?
I love Gunther. I do. I think Gunther has been the best world heavyweight champion they have had since they brought back this title after Seth Rollins. Now, don't get me wrong. Seth has done a great job being a world champion when he won it. Gunther is just taking it to a different level. However, I've always had this feeling that CM Punk was going to win the world champion. Look, they did a house show where Punk wrestled Gunther for the world title, and Punk won it. Of course, it was at a house show, which generally WWE does these house show to kind of test two people going against, how the crowd will react against when people go against each other before they bring it to television. I think CM Punk is going to win this championship. This is a tricky situation because although I think the match is going to be great, that's not going to be the basis of this match. It's not. Gunther versus Punk for the world title is not going to be the main story. It's not. For me, it's about Seth Rollins. Work or legit. And with the way that I kind of had everything kind of mingled up and bottled up in the most confusing way earlier on the Monday Night Raw watch party, when it came to, and I believe it was Patriot. Shout out to Patriots. I believe he said, "What if Braun Breaker just takes that Money in the Bank briefcase and cashes it in?" And
For himself?
I would come up with a way on how that would actually work. Seth would probably have to call Paul Heyman and says, "Tell Braun to cash in the title." I said that was a slick way of Seth Rollins to win the championship, having Braun win it, and then making Braun Breaker
Give it to him when he comes back?
When he comes back, yes. Patriot also mentioned, what if Braun Breaker just takes the briefcase and cashes it in on his own accord, wins the title, and now Braun Breaker's walking around, "I'm the man. I run." You saw how he acted towards the end of Raw. "This is my camera. This is my crowd. This is my ring." Roman Reigns did that. Roman Reigns did that. When Roman said, "This is my people. This is my arena. This is my camera. I own it all." That's what Roman did. That's basically the same thing Braun Breaker did.
Mm-hmm.
Patriot also said by Braun Breaker doing that, cashing in Seth's briefcase and winning the world title on his own, could set up a feud when Seth Rollins comes back.
Facts.
And it sounds so good. But all that determines on if this knee or leg injury is legit or if it's work. JD thinks it's a work. I'm dead ass in the middle. I don't know if it's a work or if it's legit. So I'm gonna go with CM Punk. I'm going with CM Punk to win this match. There's no doubt.
You said Gunther.
No. I said I love Gunther. He is a great world champion, but I've always said from the get-go, CM Punk is winning this match. He's going to become the world heavyweight champion.
I'm have to go on this. Did he not say that at the beginning that Gunther was winning? I swear to God, he did.
I said I love Gunther. I love what he's done with the world championship. I feel that he's done better with the world champion than Seth Rollins has with the world champion. He brought more prestige. But there's the but. I'm going with CM Punk.
So you think Gunther's about to lose the world title twice in a 3-month span?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy as fuck.
Yes, I do.
You think they're just having Gunther hot potato the world title when he had the IC title for 666 days, huh?
Yep. And then he lost the world title to Jey Uso.
I know. That's crazy.
And he ended up winning the belt back a month later, and he's held it since then.
2 months later.
Yeah, 2 months later. And he has held it since then. I think this was a perfect set. I've always thought this was.
He's only had the belt since when? Like, not very long, bro.
Yeah, but I know. I understand that. But I think Punk, especially the way Punk delivered his promo tonight, I believe Punk.
June 9th. He ain't even had it for 2 months yet.
Yeah, I think Punk walks out world heavyweight champion.
49 days so far. Okay, CM Punk. That's crazy. The way you started that, I did not think that that's where you were going to end. Okay, CM Punk. Yeah. That's crazy.
I feel Punk.
You think we're getting the summer of Punk again in 2025, huh?
I do. As weird as it sounds, as crazy as it sounds, yes. I think we're going to get the summer of Punk for the 3rd year in a row. That's crazy.
3rd year in a row? What are you talking about?
Because there was 2 of them in AEW before he left. And then when he left, he just kind of came right on in. Well, let's see. Hold on.
No, he was injured for SummerSlam last year. Wasn't he? He was at WrestleMania last year.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Because he screwed Drew.
Right. Yeah, he did screw Drew. Okay, so
Drew was champion for 5 minutes.
that was hilarious.
Mm.
I can't get that. And it was the way that Punk smiled when Damian Priest's music hit.
I just sat there with his legs crossed on the desk and shit, and he just.
As soon like he was beating down Drew McIntyre, and as soon as Damian Priest's music hit, he looked up the ramp and smiled. And I was like savage. Then he got up on the what's the name, across his legs, and just sat there and looked at Drew lose that title. I was like, what the hell, Drew? You should have went up there and taunted. That shit was just too funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Punk. And if Punk wins, because we all know about the fight forever thing, the fight forever, like I think me and you even said it, Hooli, CM Punk and Seth Rollins could fight forever. That legitimately could be a fight forever feud.
Yeah, probably will be.
I think what's going to happen, Punk is going to win if it is a work. Because Paul Heyman said Plan B. If this is a work and you hear burn it down, and Seth comes running out there, maybe he comes limping out there on a crutch to feign everybody. Only to sucker punch CM Punk, hit him with the briefcase, cash it in, hit him with the stomp. 1, 2, 3, new World Heavyweight Champion. And you can pretty much carry that into WrestleMania. Punk versus Rollins. You can carry that to WrestleMania. What, 6, 7, 8 months? 8 months. If you can carry the Bloodline story for 3 years, you can carry Punk and Rollins for 8 months.
Yeah, the Bloodline storyline for 5 years. What are you talking about?
Well, if you can carry it for 5 years, you can carry Punk and Rollins for 8 months. All the way to WrestleMania. You can do that. I'm going to go with CM Punk. Who is your pick, Hooli?
I picked Gunther to win because I am pretty convinced that this is a work by Seth Rollins. I watched the injury a few times from different angles, more than one time, and I just feel like where was, I don't know. I feel like the way people were describing where the injury took place and stuff, I just don't see it. And like you said, Plan B, yada yada yada. And I just feel like he's gonna come out. He said that he will be dead before he lets CM Punk get anywhere near the championship. So of course he's about. Hey, the what is the what's that? The Art of War? Is that the book where he talks about, like, basically using deception against your opponent? Like, this would be, I wouldn't say this would be the greatest work of all time or anything like that, but this would be a CM Punk's been a step ahead of pretty much everybody since he got back. So I just feel like Seth Rollins ain't gonna allow CM Punk to win this match. So I feel like Gunther retains because I can't see Gunther just hot potato in this title again so soon.
I do feel that. Patrick Palmer said Drew should have ran out of Mania with the title. He should have. Definitely should have. Will there be a cash-in, Hooli? Because Seth Rollins has beef with both Punk and Gunther. Will we see
totally forgot about that. So, being that I feel like this whole injury thing is a work, if it's a work, then yeah, this would be the place to do it. And I like the fact that they figured a way around allowing Naomi to get her cash in so that it didn't what Seth Rollins, because if Seth Rollins would have done it at the same time, what Naomi's did would totally have gotten overshadowed. And I love, and so if he does it at SummerSlam, cool. Especially if Naomi is the one that cost Jade the title, and she gets to go away from SummerSlam keeping her belt from beating Io and Rhea, she's going to be riding a pretty big high. And
Oh,
I
she
feel
is.
like this would be the time for Seth to cash in because Naomi's gotten her title and now she's off and running doing her thing. So now you can do this with Seth and it doesn't overshadow what Naomi did. So yeah, I like that.
Regardless of who wins, I think there will be a cash in.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
So you think CM Punk is beating Gunther and then Seth Rollins is cashing in?
Yes.
Oh, shit. But then it doesn't make Seth Rollins the revolutionary, the visionary. It doesn't make his prophecy come true because he said he would be dead before CM Punk even got close to the title. So if CM Punk wins the title,
I mean, maybe that's just as close as the title.
like karma, like what he did to Drew now happened to him. He's the champion for 5 minutes. Like that could be. That could be
that way, but yeah. But
that
yeah,
could be because Seth and Drew kind of have issues too, right? So
yeah.
I could just see Seth going, "Yeah, remember what you did to Drew McIntyre? How does that feel, motherfucker?" Like,
the get back promo would be so.
you came all the way back. You thought you were so smart. You came all the way back to win. What'd you say to make money and win championships, not make friends? And haha.
Yeah.
You got the
Yeah,
5 minute.
so
You got the 5
think
minute
that'll be-
fucking medicine, just like you gave Drew. That could be something. That could be something. I just think that I just think Seth is gonna. I think Seth is not gonna allow. I think Seth is gonna kind of do like what Seth did for Roman and Brock at 31.
turn into a triple threat match. Last second triple threat match. Stomp on Punk. 1, 2, 3. Seth walks out. World champion. That's brilliant. That way, CM Punk doesn't even get that close to the world championship.
So he wins the match, but never actually gets to hold the title. Like it's ding, ding, ding. He pins Gunther, and then out of nowhere he gets blindsided, and then curb stomped, and then Seth cashes in, pins him, and CM Punk is like out reaching for the belt, and Seth's just holding it, right? And CM Punk was on his back, like never got to touch it.
Yeah, as soon as he gets ready to grab that.
So
belt,
not even champion for 5 minutes. So champion for less time than Drew.
Man, not even 5 minutes. Doesn't even get to hold the belt to celebrate.
Will CM Punk's ego okay that direction, do you think, for Seth Rollins? If they're in a real fight forever feud and they really don't like each other behind the scenes, that would take some grown man type of balls on a dude with an ego the size of CM Punk's to say, you know what, I can put my feelings personally aside for this guy and be the guy that's got like the shortest title reign in history. Really? You think they're going to attach that to CM Punk's name and his legacy? I don't know, bro. That would take that would be a big, huge move on CM Punk's part. And I don't know, as big of a Punk fan as I am, I don't know if he could lower his ego to a level that would allow that. I really don't.
If he did that, his maturity level has skyrocketed through the roof.
Bro,
if that's
it would pretty much shut everybody the fuck up. He could be leaning that direction.
Wow.
Patrick says he does. Wow. If he does that, I will be actually like, wow.
My respect, if that happens, my respect for Punk will exceed what it is. Right? Like, wow.
I just don't. Wow. I don't want another fucking Seth Rollins championship shoved down our throat, bro. I can't. I would rather get another 5 years of Roman Reigns than have another Seth championship title run, bro. I swear to God on everything I love.
You know what? I agree with you on that one. I mean, actually, I don't mind Seth Rollins.
Yet I predicted him to cash in. What am I doing? Oh,
but I don't mind. It's just, what are you going to do with it once you cash in? Once you win the title, you got to keep the credibility. You got to keep the credibility of the title going up, because what Gunther has that, it's not skyrocketing up, but it's like slowly going up because of the work Gunther puts in.
And you think old ass dad bod CM Punk is gonna beat Gunther, huh? That's crazy.
I do. I think when CM Punk came back, he's going to have a world title, at least one go with the
You
world.
don't think that CM Punk gets really close and then loses, and then they rematch at Clash in Paris? Because Gunther's like what, or do you think that Gunther? It'll be Gunther and no, it wouldn't be Gunther and Seth because only one of them is going to have a title. Gunther could challenge Seth for the title at Clash in Paris.
He could, he definitely could.
Because he's going to be at Clash in Paris. They're putting all the European guys on that card.
Oh, absolutely, 100%, absolutely. So like
Racist WWE.
So like if Gunther were to retain the title,
That was
I can definitely see. Or if Seth were to win the title, I could see Gunther and Seth at Clash in Paris. Seth retaining the title. I could see CM Punk still on this chase to win the world title, to win the big one. I don't. He's not going to win the Royal Rumble. I think everybody's already done selected Sami Zayn to win the Royal Rumble since it's in Toronto.
That's crazy.
And with CM Punk, I mean, hell, his battle, maybe this will be the year, since he didn't win it last year, maybe this will be the year or maybe this upcoming year will be the year he wins the Elimination Chamber, which he'll get his WrestleMania title shot against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship. I could see it going that way. I could. I just feel like with the momentum that CM Punk has right now, he's been after Gunther for almost a year. I'll say about 7-8 months he's been after Gunther. After that. Yeah.
What are you talking about? He's been after Drew and Seth.
Well, but they've been in the way though. He had to take care of them because they was in the way of getting to Gunther. Meanwhile, Gunther lost the world title to Jey Uso and ended up getting it back within all that time.
And then
Goldberg. And Goldberg. Thank you, Gunther. Thank you so much.
Gunther retired motherfucking Goldberg, man.
And
replacing G for a G.
And Gunther and Punk has been at it for damn near a full year. Punk
really? That's crazy to me. I don't remember them beefing 100%, last year.
100% since last year. But Drew got in the way. Seth got in the way. Everybody and their mama got in the way of CM Punk. And meanwhile, Gunther has been disposing Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Goldberg, and whoever else been coming after that world title. I think.
You know what? You know what I just thought of?
Go ahead.
CM Punk could win because we could get a return come interfere in this match and cost Gunther the title in one Ilya Dragunov.
Good one. I forgot all about Ilya Dragunov. Wow.
He's been gone for a very long time.
And he's been after Gunther too. He's been after Gunther too. So
they have some big time beef. I believe that they were beefing when he got hurt.
Yes. Ilya Dragunov was also beefing with Judgment Day too.
Yeah.
So
he could return and throw a wrench into Gunther's plans.
I forgot.
Then if he lose, so if Gunther loses the title, it makes it not appear like it's hot potatoed because he got interfered with and that's how he lost it. You know what I'm saying?
That's hot right there. Ilya Dragunov comes.
So Ilya Dragunov returns, screws Gunther. CM Punk wins the title, thinks everything's all hunky dory. Boom, here comes Seth. Whatever move, boom, curb stomp, and 1, 2, 3, and then Seth walks out as night one. I mean, if you do all of that for the main event of night one, I don't know how the fuck you're gonna top that with night two. I'll tell you that right now. Just think of the epic fuckingness of Ilya Dragunov coming out to screw Gunther and people going like, what the fuck? Screaming, cheering. CM Punk wins, the crowd erupts, and then whoa.
You hear that burn it down, and then
Because he did that fucking cash in against
Yeah.
Roman and Brock at WrestleMania. He's got to add one. He's got to add a SummerSlam one to his belt, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Dude,
then he's gonna be like, I did it at WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
holy shit,
Oh
that's gonna be
man.
fire, man. That would be. I hope that happens. You said.
Now that we're talking about SummerSlam, see, I was after Raw was about halfway over tonight. I was like, this shit is so predictable. Like, I'm not even looking forward to this year's SummerSlam. I was calling it SummerScam and JD's earlier when he had started his podcast, and now that we've been talking about it and stuff, I don't know. I guess there's a couple of matches that I do want to see happen just to see what they decide to do, but the anticipation of them doing the right thing and it never working, they never do the right thing is just like, that's the anxiety I have right now about SummerSlam, because I'm just like, bro, I don't want to get my hopes up, but this match for sure with Punk and Gunther, if they could do it, I don't know, but WWE they could do so much with what they give us, but they just give us the bare minimum, I feel like. So who knows? We'll find out. Roman and Jey Uso and the Bronze.
Yeah, WWE does. They make us. I guess you could say they make us want more. It's not like the black and gold days where we get a
yeah, but when
hour.
they should give us stuff, they don't most of the time. You know what I mean?
Like, and that's how you know they're stretching it out. That's exactly how you know when you don't give more than what you want. It's like they're stretching it out.
No, but I'm talking about sometimes when they should even give us a little bit, they go a completely different direction that's absolutely the wrong way to go, and they don't give us nothing. That's what I'm worried about. If they just give us a little bit and they're going to stretch it out, as long as they're going to do shit the right way, that's fine. But I feel like you can tell when steps are taken to do things the right way or to go ahead in the right direction. And I don't know. I don't trust them. I really don't.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. But I mean, we'll see. I like your idea, Ilya Dragunov returning to screw Gunther, and to me, they don't need a title. They don't need a title right now. Ilya has Gunther's fucking number, and
well, that's what I'm saying. And then they can fight at Clash in Paris,
and that'll be so good in a one-on-one fight, man. That's gonna tear the fucking damn house down. It's gonna tear the country up, man. I'm all for that. You give me that.
I would make that the main event of Clash in Paris, actually. Gunther versus Ilya Dragunov.
Dude, that's going to be a show stealer. Definitely a show stealer.
Or co-main event at least.
Night one, what I'm thinking is probably going to be the main event of night one. Tag team match. Roman versus Jey. Or Roman and Jey versus the Bronze.
I thought they said Gunther. Or I thought Michael Cole said Gunther's match was the main event tonight on Raw.
If it is, it might be. I'm not too sure. I look at it like Roman is like, if you're not first, you're last.
I can see this opening the show, actually, to be honest with you.
That's fine. Like I said, if you're not first, you're last. So whether if it's first or last.
And I think Roman's got shit to do, so I think he's going to show up at the very beginning, boom, and then be done. And then bounce and go back to filming. Because I don't think we're seeing Roman again after this match.
Yeah, we probably won't see Roman until maybe Perth, maybe Survivor Series. I don't know.
Yeah, Roman and Jey Uso are getting absolutely wrecked by the Bronze, I feel like.
Yeah, I think with what they did, they want to take over. Now, wait a minute. Now, we just sat here and we talked about who was it that we talked about?
No.
We sat there and we talked about Dirty Dom and AJ Styles and what happened tonight.
Yeah.
With AJ Styles basically dropping Dirty Dom tonight and stuff like that ahead of their Intercontinental Championship match. We saw the Bronze destroy Roman and Jey Uso tonight. And good old WWE fashion.
Oh, they already destroyed him? I missed that part because I turned Raw off like halfway through.
Yeah, they destroyed Roman and Jey Uso.
So Roman was on Raw tonight?
Yeah. He showed up at the end.
I saw Jey Uso. Oh, Paul Heyman came out. That was at the beginning, I guess, right?
Yeah. And so we
I
know
didn't
what
see
happened.
Roman. Damn it, I missed Roman. I'm gonna have to go back and watch now because I didn't see that.
Yeah, we know what
And
happens when on the go home show in good old fashion when whoever is standing above the challenger at the end of the go home show
I
usually
just feel like there's times where they make exceptions though, Otis, and I feel like they have so much momentum, especially if Seth comes in and cashes in and takes the world title also. I can see them letting the Bronze run through Roman and Jay one more time. Because how else is Roman going to leave to go film again? He's just basically come back for a one-off.
he did get spirit. He did get spirit through the barricade today. Him and Jey Uso. I don't know. They would really have to. They would really have to do a angle.
How can they?
They have to,
If they got that beat, then how do you have them lose again at the pay-per-view? I see what you're saying.
and Roman got speared through. Him and Jey Uso got speared through a barricade by Braun Breaker at the end of Raw tonight. So I do think Roman, as much as I actually do want the Bronze to win, because I do want to see what they're going to do with this faction. Something tells me that this is going to. Right now, we're going to get the tag matches.
I'm not actually a big fan of this faction, if I'm being honest.
Perhaps Roman doesn't take a sabbatical right now. Maybe Roman.
Maybe he's around for like a month.
I was gonna say maybe Roman works the next few pay-per-views. Clash of Paris, Perth.
What was I gonna look up? Oh, the segment with Roman.
So if that happens to where Roman works Clash of Paris, works Perth for Crown Jewel, and works Survivor Series, then takes a little time off until Royal Rumble, I can see that. I'm gonna go with Roman and Jay. Roman and Jay. I'm gonna go with Roman and Jay to win this match. To open up night one for SummerSlam. I just in my opinion, they took the beat down on the go home show. Automatically that tells me that Roman and Jay is gonna win. This also will set up the one-on-one matches that we're gonna get. I don't know if Roman may not wrestle. One is going to happen at Clash, definitely, whether it be Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns or Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed, since Bronson Reed did hit Roman and Jey Uso with a tsunami.
Is that happened tonight?
Yeah, that happened tonight.
No, what I'm watching is it. I'm trying to figure out if what I'm watching happened tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that happened at the end.
Did Jey Uso at one point go out of the ring with Bronson Reed, and then Braun Breaker comes charging down the ramp and spears the fuck out of Jey Uso? Is that what happened tonight?
Yes.
Oh, he just speared the fuck out of Jey Uso, bro.
Then he'll cut him in half, bro.
He did like he did Carlito. Where he was charging down the ramp and did that and hit him so hard that he ends up doing like a front flip.
The camera view was better for Carlitos.
Yeah, it was. He still, man, came charging down the ramp and did that front flip annihilation of a spear. Holy shit.
It did look good, though.
I'm not taking that spear from Braun Breaker. I don't give a fuck who I am, bro. There's no way. No.
It did look great. It did look
Oh, here's
great.
Roman right here. Sorry, I'm just trying to watch the segment as
Go
you
ahead,
talk about
bro.
it. I missed it.
Go ahead. I got a couple more to say anyway. I do feel that Roman and Jay will win this. And I feel like we're now starting to build towards Survivor Series. We're starting to build with this. We're starting to build towards Survivor Series. We're going to get some sort of bloodline faction back. You're going to get you got your Roman, you got your Jay, you're going to get your Jimmy, you're going to get your Jacob, and I don't know who the fifth person is going to be for that.
Might just be 4. They've done 4 versus 4 sometimes.
If they do it that way, then there's your 4 right there, and then you're going to have your Bronze, and then you possibly is going to have maybe Solo and Hiko Tonga. That might be it, because I don't know when Tama Tonga is going to come back. But I think that's your War Games match right there. I do believe that's what it's going to be.
And we make a petition and get some signatures that Roman Reigns immediately stop using the Superman punch, please.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to.
He's no longer. I mean, it's been a long time since he's really made that shit look believable, and it's just lazy. It's like when Randy Orton used to do the lazy half-assed RKO's and shit, and it would just be like, "Come on, bro."
That's for real.
Like, if you're gonna half-ass it, just don't do it anymore, bro. It doesn't even look. Oh shiz. Oh shiz. Okay, spear clothesline combo from the Braun Bronze. Wow.
Crazy.
You know, they could have beat him so bad that they're not fully recovered by SummerSlam, and they get beat on some more.
But keep your eye on the Hooli. Keep your eye on it because you're gonna miss, and you better keep your eye on Braun Breaker because you're gonna miss one of the most craziest spears.
They're both him and Braun are. Oh yeah, he's about to. Is this? Oh, so Bronson Reed is holding him, and then he bounces off the ropes twice, and then fucking front flip spears him again. That is crazy. His spear is sick, bro.
Best spear in the business.
You know, and okay, here's the thing. He wasn't putting that front flip at the end of it until he did that to Carlito. I think when he hit Carlito, he was actually running faster than he anticipated, and that's what kind of organically happened after he hit him so hard. And then I felt like the worldwide fan reaction to it was so great. Triple H probably noticed that and was like, "Hey, do that front flip every time you do that spear. Hey. It makes it look unbelievable."
That's what it was, Hooli. Braun Breaker was on the Undertaker show, and he said it was the reaction from the crowd that night that he heard when he speared Carlito. He was like, "Dude,
Braun Breaker just jumped from the fucking ring to the table." Hey, speaking of which, did anybody happen to see Top Jobber in TNA take that ladder spot and land on his feet?
Oh my God, Holy, don't bring that up, please! I die laughing every time I think about
dog. Not only is the fucking you can't get out of the ring over the top rope botch a cardinal sin of wrestling, but how do you then book the guy for a ladder match where he is getting tipped from the top of the ladder inside the ring over the top rope, bro, and he straddles the fucking ladder outside and lands on his fucking shin bones. I thought he snapped his shin bones, bro. I'm like, he's never gonna walk again. How did he take the spot like that? Why would you have a guy that big take that fall?
Casey Navarro did the right thing. He fell on the ladder.
The ladder went up his ass cheeks, bro. It pinched his nutsack. It fucking.
Oh my God.
He's got a mangina now.
I'm about to start tearing up of laughter. That stuff.
He gave himself an involuntary gender transformation operation, bro.
He jumped off the ladder in mid-tip.
It's like he forgot to go horizontal and lay down and crack on the ladder, bro. He was like, "No, I'm not taking that spot." And he's like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna land on my feet." That's a good way to blow out your kneecaps, snap your shin bones, your ankles.
Oh, it hurts. My stomach. Oh,
I bet you he could not walk for at least 3 days after he landed that shit. I bet you $100.
He jumped. Holy!
That was the worst botch than hit him with the top rope in WWE.
Holy! I live streamed Slammiversary. I died laughing on.
It's like how many botches are they going to attempt to give this guy before he actually breaks his own bones?
Oh my God! Flop, Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Dollar General.
I mean. The top rope shit was all we needed to see at that point. We had enough sample size that we're like, nah, this is not for you, my dude.
Yeah, for real.
And then so we're like, nah. Vince is like, nah, you guys got to go.
Dude,
he shows up in TNA.
Oh my God.
And he does that. I mean, God bless. I'm assuming he's not injured, right? I haven't heard anything that he's like in a wheelchair.
I haven't heard nothing either, but good Lord, AJ Francis. My God.
Oh, Roman Reigns. And Jey Uso double speared through the barricade. Holy. Bronson Reed is on a fucking tear of epic proportions tonight. Oh, so here's what I'm saying, Otis. Like you said, they got laid to waste. So usually, what happens is they don't lose at the pay-per-view, and it's Roman Reigns. So why would they have him lose? If this just makes me think even more that Seth Rollins shit is work, because
You
I
know
think
what?
these
Yeah.
dudes are going to lay waste to Jey Uso and Roman Reigns again. I really do.
I was more 70-30 that it's a work. Now I'm literally 85.
Bronson Reed's in the ring, and now here he goes. He's got a maniacal look in his eye. He's crawling outside.
Oh shit!
Braun Breaker's got that eye look in his eye. Here he comes. He's sprinting
Yeah,
around full speed. Bang! And Raw ends with a holy shit chant.
Crazy.
Oh, it's hard to say, man, because it's Roman Reigns. If it was anybody else than Roman Reigns, I'm saying 100% the Bronze are winning again. They're laying waste, but it's Roman, so it's like, are they gonna have Roman really look like a jobber at SummerSlam?
I don't think so.
I mean, Roman would really be putting him over if they. Oh, they took his shoes.
Yeah, Bronson Reed took his shoes. Talking about these are mine now.
What kind of shoes are they? Oh, Jordans.
They are the.
I'm gonna keep these.
Yeah, I think they are the Jays.
That's a crazy way to end Raw. Well, damn, I turned off Raw because it was so mid for the first halfway through. I'm just like, yeah, fuck this show.
So I'm going with Roman.
I don't know, bro.
I'm going with Roman and Jey.
Roman and Jey at SummerSlam.
Patrick says they also committed the crime of taking his shoes.
Yeah. Roman and Jey's probably gonna win, bro. Jey's just been winning all year. He's been winning every major show, bro. They're trying to pump that merchandise out. They're trying to pump that merchandise out. So you're probably right. I just feel like it kills the momentum of the Bronze while Seth is away. Even if he comes back, like obviously, I feel like how much momentum do they have when Seth Rollins comes back? If it's a work, he cashes in, takes the title from Gunther and CM Punk. These two lay waste Roman Reigns and Jey Uso again for the second time in like 5 days. I just feel like that's so much momentum for their faction that we're just gonna get just Seth Rollins just gloating like a motherfucker for the rest of the summer.
And that'll be hilarious.
That's where I think they're going.
But it does set up some one-on-one matches for Clash in Paris. It set up another match for Perth, or maybe here on SmackDown, or here on Raw. I don't know.
If Bronze wins, what do you if Jimmy or if Roman and Jey lose? Because you think Roman's actually going to be at Clash in Paris? I don't. I think he's going to be gone because he's got filming at the end of August, so he can't really be there at Clash in Paris because that's the end of August.
I mean, I don't know. It really just depends on.
But he just came back, so how does he just come back just to disappear again? Are you gonna have to write him off TV? Obviously, right?
Yeah. And I was gonna say it just has to depend on.
That's why if they decimate him again at SummerSlam, on top of they got decimated. They really sold that spear tonight at the end of Raw. So if they get fucking jacked again at SummerSlam, then that makes sense why we don't see Roman for a while.
It does, or Jey Uso for that fact. Because Jey Uso might be due for some time off to go recover and take care of personal business and stuff like that as well. So I don't know. I'm curious. I'm more curious to see what happens in the. I'm with you because it's like if Seth, let's say Roman and Jey and Braun, let's say they do go last. What happens with the Gunther and CM Punk match will tell a lot about what goes on with Roman Jey versus the Bronze. Mm-hmm. If that be the case, if Seth comes back, wins the world champion by cashing in, then I do believe at that point, right then and there, at that point, I do think the Bronze will win. I do believe. Because that right there, if we're going to go a traditional Survivor Series like match or whatever, whether if it be just a 4-4 for Raw going against another, look, you got Seth, the Bronze. If this is a work,
Yeah.
you got Seth and the Bronze. There's your three. You got Roman, Jay, and CM Punk. We know Roman and CM Punk, they got this little quarrel back and forth with each other and stuff, all stemming over what happened from Survivor Series of last year. And Paul
But here's the
Heyman.
thing. Hold on. Paul Heyman stabbed them both in the back at the same time, so I think that there's a mutual understanding there that there's really no longer a feud between the two of them, in a sense.
Yes, they got the enemy of the enemy is my friend.
Right, so they're not like homies, but they understand, hey, we both fell for this scumbag shenanigans. Hey, I guess my beef isn't really with you right now. Like,
yes. And
we both got screwed. We both fell for it.
And that brings, now remember, this Oracle group with Seth and the Bronze and Paul Heyman, they're still needing to add one more person that's been rumored.
Yeah.
But we don't know who it is.
Who do you think it is?
That right there, possibly, could be Karrion Kross. Now, there's other rumors of Ethan Page. There's other rumors of Ricky Saints. As much as I would personally like to have Ethan Page in that group,
it ain't Ethan Page. They just gave him the Canadian flag to his North American title, so now the Canadian title. So why would they have done that? Yeah, he's not. It ain't gonna be him.
I think it's going to be Karrion Kross because I think when all this goes down, Sammy's going to be the fourth person with Roman, Punk, and Jey Uso. And then you have Karrion Kross.
I see what you did there.
And them. And I think that right there, you can carry that, start that story. It's great. It's a great way to go. Get everybody, get your main players involved, and you have a nice little main.
Yeah, I think you just called it, bro.
Right there.
If they keep Karrion Kross.
If they keep Karrion Kross, of course. So I think that's
if they don't keep Karrion Kross, but let's say they still put Sammy with Roman and CM Punk in them, who do you put in Karrion Kross's place for that side?
Who could be a damn good replacement for that?
Drew McIntyre?
Possibly. Definitely it could be Drew. It definitely could be Drew.
Because then he could end up costing their team the win, and then that start a feud with him and Seth. Maybe, I don't know.
It does, but I was gonna say it also. But Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, they got beef too. Yeah. Seth has beef with McIntyre, Punk, Roman, and goddamn Gunther. So
that's the thing. Like, if he wins the title, he's gonna. I mean, he done bit off a little more than he could chew with a number of folks. All right around the same period of time, so it's not going to look too good for Rollins once he wins that title, bro.
It's not going to look good at all, but I think Drew would be a great replacement. I would love to see Karrion Kross in that spot, though.
Yeah, I could see that totally happening if that's the way they want to go. I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
I would love to see that happen. You know who else? If it ain't
You're talking about adding Karrion Kross to the Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins faction with the Bronze?
Yeah. I actually think that'll work. I actually think that'll work.
But then you've got a situation like you had when Karrion Kross was with AOP and Paul Ellering. You've got Scarlett, and then you've got a dual manager situation, which is like
Final Testament shit. That shit was so crappy. I hated that.
Are they getting ready maybe to split Karrion Kross and Scarlett up?
Nah, I think wherever Karrion Kross goes, Scarlett is tagged right on the hip. She is an accessory.
They're kind of a thing. They're kind of stuck together at this point.
Yeah, there are a beautiful accessory. Now, if it ain't Sammy, for the other side, let's say Karrion Kross wins and Sammy is out for a little bit or whatever. whatever, Sammy gets taken out. Let's just say Sammy gets taken out for some reason. A replacement for Sami Zayn, I will go with L.A. Knight.
Hold up. What the fuck?
What?
Is he the male Bailey of SummerSlam this year? Is he not in anything?
Oh, nope.
This is what I'm fucking talking about. This is what I'm fucking talking about, bro.
Nope.
Did I not just say? When did I just say? Like for the last how many weeks about now Seth Rollins being out? Now is the time to push LA Knight. What show did we just have recently with WWE? And they didn't fucking pull the trigger on LA. Oh, it was for this whole thing with fucking Gunther at SummerSlam. They should have had LA Knight win, and they went with CM Punk because obviously CM Punk is going to sell the fucking all of SummerSlam. Roman Reigns and CM Punk are going to be the two biggest sellers of this fucking show. So I understand that from a marketing standpoint. However, LA Knight, the time to strike with LA Knight is now. I've never seen a guy have seen so many, like 3-4 different times where it was like strike now with this guy because he's hot, and it's like how many more times are you gonna get with LA Knight before it's like too late?
Well,
he ain't even on the show.
You're right. Because the last time that I saw LA Knight wrestle was at Saturday Night Main Event with Seth Rollins had that injury, and with Rollins, and I said with Rollins losing and LA Knight getting that victory, it's only right that you give that title shot to Gunther. That title shot should have gone to LA Knight versus Gunther. That would have been.
Yeah, I swear Triple H don't like LA Knight. I swear he don't like him, bro. I swear. What's his name in real life? I forget his name in real life, but
I don't know.
I swear I read somewhere that they don't like each other. And I just feel like his booking reflects that. They'll push him during the weekly, and you'll think something's about to happen during a pay-per-view, and they're going to do something with him, and then no, not on the show.
I don't know. I know they are. He's in my opinion, LA Knight is in transition to go to Monday Night Raw. I 100% believe that he's going to be on Raw. Maybe after SummerSlam.
Now, they did have him kind of interact with CM Punk behind the scenes a couple of times over the last couple of months, so maybe
he needs a fresh.
Who else is he? He's been interacting with who else?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. That's right.
Malachi Black, CM Punk, the Judgment Day. He's had some run-ins with the Judgment Day a couple of times, and
most recently, Malachi Black and Seth Rollins, or Aleister Black and Seth Rollins.
Most recently, and CM Punk.
And CM Punk.
So most recently, those three guys right there.
So if he's not in a match, he's for sure showing up against one of these people he's had beef with. He for sure has to. Yeah. How are you leaving him off of a 2-night SummerSlam? That don't make no sense. As hot as he is, there's no way. You didn't really do shit with him at Mania. Okay, fair enough. You can't leave him off of SummerSlam, bro.
No, you can't. You really can't. You really can't. I think LA Knight will do his thing. He'll show up. Maybe get something started as far as another feud or something. There were rumors about LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre for a couple of months and stuff. Maybe somewhere down the line, like Clash in Paris, I think I heard or saw something like that. Which I think that'd be a pretty good match too. LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. Don't know when Kevin Owens is supposed to return, man, but I can't wait for KO to come back, man. He is.
Oh no, he's not coming back for a long time, bro.
Yeah. Oh damn. I mean, he's deeply missed.
He's definitely having I think multi fucking disc neck fusion surgery.
Oh shit, he got that the Edge. What Edge had?
Stenosis, spinal stenosis or whatever. Yeah, Edge and Page and all of them have had it. John Cena's had it. Everybody, but he's got it really bad apparently.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for a cool minute. He's definitely gonna be out for a cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what he had though. But he's definitely gonna be out for a nice little minute.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush him back at all, especially because of all the people that have had that surgery. He's the biggest. So if you're carrying around the most weight, I would feel like the lighter you are, the easier it is for you to take a bump and not re-aggravate that injury, I would assume. But I could be wrong in that
Oh yeah, for real, for real.
in that assessment. But yeah, I don't think he's coming back for at least a year for sure.
All right, cool.
Which sucks.
Hooli, do you wanna wait till tomorrow to do night 2?
Yeah,
Because
bro.
it is
Yeah.
almost 3 o'clock here, which is probably almost 1 o'clock your time.
We did 3
We'll wait.
hours.
Yeah, we'll do. How about let's do? Oh, let's do 5 o'clock my time. So it'll be about 3 o'clock your time tomorrow. We'll go live right before NXT,
Okay.
and then you're saving your time for this weekend, right?
Yeah, bro, for some reason, and then I went back and I looked, and I'm like, damn, dude, that time added up. For whatever reason, the 20 hours felt like a decent amount of time in terms of how I was streaming. And then this month came along, and I felt like I did the least amount of streams this month, and I'm already like almost out of time. So I've got like 7 hours left, but I feel like I can do all of night 1, and then I should have a little bit of time left over. So as long as I have like, half hour left over, then I can do night 2 and then carry it all the way through. Even though I only have like 30 minutes, it'll probably let me run all the way out but then I'm done with my time until the 14th of August. So I'll have to wait about a week and a half until I get new stream time, but it is what it is.
Man, this StreamYard is stripping everything, man. I'm telling you, man. You can't do no intros. You can't do your little ad libs and stuff unless you pay that fee, man. And it's sad because we had something already planned out and going for your channel, Hooli.
Everybody's telling me to use OBS Studio because it's free. They're like, why are you trying to use StreamYard?
Yeah. If you have a strong enough computer, I definitely would use Streamlabs or OBS Studio. I don't have a strong enough computer, so StreamYard is definitely the way for me to go. There is another streaming platform. It's called Restream, Restream, and it's kind of like this, but at least you can do your intros and stuff on that. I haven't even set it up yet. I was debating if I should have paid this core or start a new profile on that new streaming services, but I digress. We're gonna do night 2 tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna do night 2 tomorrow. It's late. My puppies are over here. They are knocked the hell out. I gotta get them into bed, and I'm getting a little tired myself. And I see it on Hooli's face. He's tired too, man.
Yeah, man, I'm beat. I'm not gonna lie.
But Hooli, bro,
I had
thank
fun
you.
though. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you, man. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock your time, 5 o'clock my time. We'll go over night 2, SummerSlam. Just a little quick rundown of what we're gonna go over. Dominic versus AJ Styles, Intercontinental Championship. Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu in a steel cage for the United States Championship. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria, Women's Intercontinental Championship. The triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. Naomi defends her title against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And the main event for night 2 in a street fight. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. A little something for us to think about overnight because I see one. I know we talked one in detail with AJ and Dominic. That's one match. Naomi, Io, and Rhea, Becky, and Lyra. Those are the 3 matches that I'm looking forward mostly to because it's gonna have. I feel it's gonna have some twists and turns in that match. Maybe some double turns, like with Lyra and Becky. With Becky being the heel, Lyra being the face. I think they're going to switch roles, and Lyra's going to be heel. Becky's going to go back to being face. Bailey might interfere in this match and turn heel on Lyra. And Naomi, Io, Rhea. Who's facing Stephanie Valkyrie at Clash at Paris? We'll talk about that tomorrow, man. We'll definitely talk about it tomorrow. Hooli, my bro, thank you, man. I appreciate you so much, man. We're going to get up out of here, man. Anything you want to say?
Nah, come and watch us for part 2.
You heard him? We'll see you guys tomorrow. Jey Uso, you ain't that hurt, fool. Come over here and get us up out of here. Deuces. Ooses.
4 letters, 1 word. Yeah.